But at least you're not aerodynamic.
This is true.
He's fat. And he was like, I hate you. I was like, look. Aerodynamic, baby. Me, I have to deal with drag.
Yeah.
Fine.
So, hello, Jamie's boss. If you are listening, you would have caught all of that, and it's now public on the internet. So, hello, everyone. Welcome to Crabby D&D. I am here with Cat.
Hi.
Kirv.
Hello.
Vinny.
Hello.
And Romulus.
Hello.
A Mortar will be joining us later, but we do not know when later is. It will probably be in the next half an hour, but if he is longer, then he is longer. We'll have to see. But I think for now, let's get on with this. So. Oh?
I was like, something's missing. I just realised I need to open tabletop.
That would help. And probably your character sheet if you haven't opened that as well.
Oh no, that never gets closed.
Oh, of course it doesn't.
I hope you're all well rested for today. But let us get back to it nice and quick. Last session, our party of adventurers, Cat, Kirv, Mortar, Romulus and Vinny went back to the church on the mountainside and fought against the Old Watcher, who they knew to be known as the Groundskeeper. After nearly losing some of their party members, the group decided it is best to rest up before delving deeper. And we also have a Mortar, by the looks of it. Say hello, Mortar.
Hello. Sorry I'm late.
No, that's alright. You're quite alright. You said you were going to be late last session, so within half an hour is fine.
You lost half your health, by the way.
He hasn't got that much to begin with.
No, exactly.
I was going to say, Mortar stubs his toe and loses half his health. Let's be freaking real.
Oh man, I'm going to have to use that as that one someday. As each of you finish tending to your various wounds, otherwise wrapping yourself up with what little bandages and enjoying a nice meal from the small meal that Romulus prepares for you as Vinny kind of lightly strums and lets out a gentle tune for all of you to relax to. The cold wind howls through the empty halls, the corpse of the old watcher now but kindling on the floor, while the piles of ash are beginning to be swept up and begin to be pulled away by the fresh air. Some of you still have a kneeling feeling as though you are being watched, however, and a ringing feeling begins to almost build up in some of your heads as you're kind of taking this rest and sat there before getting up and preparing to move on for the day. So, what would you all like to do?
Well, I guess we should go down and save your friend. Anyone alive, I really don't think we should harm anyone. If we can do subdue damage to all, because they've clearly shown that they know how to do mind messing. So, better say sorry. Also, we can't get answers from dead people.
That's very true.
So you want us
Yes,
to just
I'm
knock
fine
them
with
out?
that.
Yeah, if we can. Anything dead, like ghosts or spirits or whatever them things were, well...
They've got it coming.
Yeah, go nuts. Go absolutely nuts. But I think anyone that's alive, I think we should try and keep them alive, because we don't know if they're innocent people just being mind-controlled.
Well, is anyone ever truly innocent? Okay, I hear you.
Okay. Yeah. But other than that, I think we're good. If I can get to your friend, I will get her out of there as soon as I can. I'll dimension door her out somewhere safe. I don't really know where to be safe, but I'll get her away from the conflict at least.
And our goal is to basically priorities get her out.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else comes second.
Yes.
That's the plan.
Yes.
Great, perfect. In which case, then I'll probably stay at a range in order to cover you guys who want to go on the front line. I don't think I'm going to be very helpful in a close-up fight.
That's fair.
Weekend.
Okay.
Anyway, this dungeon's not going to explore itself. Let's friggin' go! Oh, I'm so ready. I've had half my soul eaten, but somehow I feel great after like a minute of rest.
Half your. It looks down.
Yeah, those.
No.
No, not you. The those shadow creatures. They really took a good old nibble of Mortar. Vinny, by the looks of things, looking a little paler than normal.
I mean, I'm fine. You you sorted that. Thank you for that.
Oh, well, you know. Don't mention it. Besides, it wouldn't be a very good look if we rocked up and, saved your friend without you there. Wouldn't be great, would it?
On the note of invisible things, how often can you do that thing where you made them visible?
Oh, I think I also saw Kirv do that as well.
What now?
It depends. I could. The thing where we can turn people visible with our when we hit them with stuff.
Yes.
How often can you
For me,
do
it's
that?
Well, I only
Up
have
to twice.
I was going to say, for me, when I'm at full, if I'm going full power, I can do it 3 times. But right now, with the amount of energy I have, I reckon I could maybe do it once. I kind of burnt through a lot trying to deal with those ones in there. So hopefully, we don't deal with too many more of those because they were nasty.
Okay. Hang on. Romulus, have you got any flour or something on you?
Funnily enough, yes, I in fact do have flour. Oh boy! I've never been harder than I am in this moment.
Kel looks really confused, like, why?
It's finally happening, Chris.
Romulus is like full mast right now. Like we're all ducking as he's like swinging around.
Oh god!
Chris, I've picked up another two-handed weapon.
Oh no.
Oh no!
So, great weapon master damage on that.
Oh, you're damn fucking right.
It's even worse when the action surges. Actually, that's he sounded it was more an action splurge.
But yes, I have flour.
Cool.
What
Now
are
I
you
have
thinking?
trauma.
You think you're literally blowing this place up?
No.
Maybe
Just
later.
You and I completely different
Potentially,
ideas.
the potential for revealing things that can't be seen under normal circumstances. They still have a physical presence.
I don't know if they do.
We might
because they,
be.
Well, even
They
if
were
it's
able
in
to,
the form
like-
of wind, current, or adjust. I mean,
Yeah, I mean it's better than nothing, I guess. But won't that obscure our vision as well?
well, I mean,
Well, generally, flour being in the air doesn't stop you from seeing things. However, what we can do is we can hopefully take on, at least work out maybe where they might be. Even as if they move completely through things, we don't know if they have any mass. Theoretically, and this is pure mumbo jumbo, but if they're visible, then they have to at least be like at points in time. Then they must be able to have mass of some description. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to see them at all.
I mean,
However,
they did grab us. So if someone gets grabbed, we
Oh
can
boy, did they
should
grab
be-
us?
throw some flour and
Oh
see
yeah,
if
they
we
did.
can all hit
I
them.
mean, our weapons were able to hit them, but I mean, I believe all of our weapons are magical, right?
I mean, those of you with that fancy steel that can hurt undead should probably be up the front, right?
Makes sense to me.
I mean, my daggers don't really do all that much against undead things. They're good against the living when I can hit them. But when it comes down to undead, that's kind of my antithesis. So
Right. Yeah. If we're ever around that area again, we should introduce you to Graham.
Hmm. He's the guy that
do you
made
like
it.
Smith? Oh, damn. I mean, I wonder if he would be able to do something with this. And I kind of pull out Black Scorpion, going, I wonder if I could like infuse this with some kind of ghost steel. That'd be cool.
Possible.
That's
Ghost
not the
steel
weirdest
bullets.
thing. I mean, Kay ate it and he ended up with magical claws, so...
Fair enough. I mean, sounds like a good trade.
Okay, I think we're getting a little off topic here. I believe
Yes,
we have
I think
someone
so. We
getting
need to head-
tortured in the basement.
We need to head down. Kirv and I were down there earlier. There was some sort of trap. It seemed like a mechanism, but I couldn't tell what set it off. So
we look
everyone
for,
keep
like,
your eyes open
look for
and try not
pressure
to get
plates and
separated.
stuff.
Yeah, could be that.
Okay.
So shall we start with the more of us who are a bit more observant, be up the front, do a little bit of scouting, and have kind of these ready?
Well, if we want to send someone up front, I can investigate as we go along. I mean, I can't serve very well. No, I can't serve very well, but I can definitely investigate. Check for...
Does it look pretty dark down there, or does it look like there are torches lit?
No, it's looking down the door. I'll say, Vinny, you go over and check it. It is locked. You find a key on the old watcher, however, that unlocks this door, along with another key which you don't entirely know what it locks or unlocks, but you
Hold on
assume-
to it.
But you hold on to it. You unlock the door, and
So-
looking down, it is pitch
just a minute.
black. There is no light.
I was going to say, just before he unlocks it, is there any way we can just check the door that there's not like a secret alarm tied to it or something that will alert whoever's... I mean, provided they don't already know we're here. I mean, I think your thunder explosion that you did last time might have alerted them, but
It's pretty
is
loud,
it worth
but
us?
it's possible that they're set up only to respond to specific things, but... I mean, we searched up here
Yeah,
a few
we were pretty
moments
thorough.
ago and didn't find anything.
Okay, no worries then. Fair enough.
Can people see in the dark?
Yes, I can.
Yep.
I can. Not
I believe
perfectly
Damien
in
was the
pitch
only one.
blackness, but I can make some light if necessary.
Yeah, I was going to say, I believe Damien was the only one who couldn't see.
Okay. Okay. No.
That's perfect.
Right, so what's
Not-
the order?
I am not going first in case something attacks us. I don't mind going second and looking round and trying to work things out.
Maybe through the door should be the first one through the door, I reckon. In case there is something particularly nasty on the other side, maybe Romulus, because we don't know what's on the other side of this, if they've set up or anything before that. That
We
cat
also
behind you.
need observant.
Oh, that's true. I can go. I'm very observant.
I
Okay.
feel good about
it's
that.
either
I feel good about that.
I was going to say either me or Vinny. I'd be happy for Vinny to go if he wanted to.
How about I just do this? You place yourselves where you would like to, within 2 tiles of or 3 tiles of the base of the stairs. That way you
Okay, so
can...
3 tiles of him.
Yep, and I'll say, Mortar, if you are going second, go ahead and make me a perception check as well, please.
Okay. So will that be with advantage? 'Cause of my goggles.
Is someone giving a light source?
I can do a light source.
I
I
can
can
do.
cast
but-
dancing lights if necessary.
I'm afraid I can only do a heavy rue. As opposed to a light source.
Yes, I can.
We have fun here.
If you want to make prefer rolls, go for it. Oh, that's shoe pastry. Never mind. It's not a luminous source. But yes, dancing lights will allow you to illuminate the area vaguely. So all of you will be able to see with dark vision, and the dim light will just mean that you'll have like bits of color if the dancing lights go close to the things that you wish to illuminate with color.
So do I have colour normally then?
So Mortar will go. So is
normally,
here
no.
within 3?
Because
Is here within
mine
3?
is
There's-
Devil's Sight.
If yours is Devil's Sight, then
Perfect,
yes, you have color.
Okay.
If you have Devil's Sight, yours is also like 120
20
feet.
foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, 120.
But it doesn't-
Man, you've got dark vision for days.
But it doesn't taper, so it's just a flat cut off if it's beyond 120 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see through any magical darkness. That's huge.
Mhm.
Okay, so am I right to roll, or would someone else like to?
I mean,
You-
I'm happy to head on down and do some investigate, see if I can work out any traps or anything in here.
Do you want Terador to come with you?
He will be, but he'll come down at the end.
Okay. I'll
Okay,
say
as-
Romulus,
cool.
you're there at the bottom of the stairs for the time being.
I think Mortar's attention is going to be... Is it worth us just exploring each room as we go, or is it worth me just looking ahead to see if there's any danger ahead?
See if you can see anything obvious ahead first, and then we'll take it
Okay.
one room at a time.
Could I take another step forward, Chris? Would that
Yeah.
be okay?
That's fine. That's within 3 steps of the... Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Mortar will kind of fiddle with his goggles a little bit and kind of either side and just kind of look into the next room, just trying to observe for any kind of mechanisms or traps or anything that might bust up on the way.
Go for it.
Okay, so that's a 21.
21.
13 plus 8.
Looking into the corridor ahead, you can see that there are a few grooves in the floor, and when you otherwise look up, you can see what looks to be some form of slit where the portcullis that Vinny had warned you about prior would drop down. You otherwise do not see any further mechanism for how it will be activated. It is built into the structural work, and unfortunately you are too far away if there is something that activates it within the next room, as line of sight would be compromised due to the corners of the edges of the room and such. The pillar also blocks
Does it say...
view. Oh,
Right, I was just going to say, is this like a
bra-
fire pit or something?
it's a brazier, yeah, just a
Brazier.
fire pit.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
and beyond, you can't see past the pillar all that much.
Oh, these are pillars. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay, I'll say to Vinny, I found where the portcullis will fall, but I can't see any mechanism or anything.
I didn't remember stepping on a trap or a tripwire or
Maybe
anything like that.
What room were you in when
maybe some-
you activated it?
Through into the next room.
Okay.
Closed
Alright.
behind us and ahead of us, so we were stuck in there.
Right.
If we can't
So-
figure out how it works, it'll probably do the same to us now.
Yeah. 1 sec. Okay, I am going to send Jeff up to peck at the portcullis, and I'm going to cast
I was gonna
Lockstep through
say-
Jeff.
Oh, that's so good!
Okay. I'm just trying to find Jeff's tile.
So good!
He's coming straight back. He's not staying there.
That's,
We've got Eugene and
that's
Filch.
so
Where's Jeff?
He's just hiding. You pulverized him too many times. He's gone out of existence now,
I was
Chris.
gonna say, he's just there like, no, I'm not coming back.
There's a Jeff over here on cat up here.
There we go.
Cannot make me.
So, you send Jeff forward. Jeff flies up to the portcullis, and you cast Lockstate through Jeff. Go ahead and roll Wild Magic, please. In the closed quarters, surrounded by your allies.
Yeah, look.
God.
I don't have options here. Oh,
Lockstate is a what level spell?
3rd level.
Are you below half?
No, I'm not on 4.
Okay, then it doesn't go off.
Cool.
Okay. You, notably, you also don't have your Tides of Chaos at the moment either. So
No, I
unless you
don't.
wish to force it to go off,
No,
no, Okay.
not now. This is gonna end in disaster if a fireball
Okay.
happens.
You cast Lock State on the portcullis, holding the portcullis in place.
Okay, Jeff returns straight to me.
Does it look like this brazier in the center and this brazier right here? Does it look like that's? Does it look like it's just like wood in there, or does it look, or is there like a smell of like some incense or something? Like it's maybe ritualistic.
I'll say, stepping up and looking into it, it seems to be like old coals of some form. So, yeah, nothing, not necessarily wood, not incense, just old coals, kind of an ashy smell to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it smell like it's been lit recently, or?
Hard to tell. The area down here does smell of age quite prominently. You can't tell if this has been lit recently at all.
Okay. So, are we? Is there anything else we want to do in this room, or do we want to literally just press forward as quickly as we can?
I am gonna have a quick little look round to see if there's anything of note.
Could I
It's
have
like a
a?
ritual chamber of some sort?
Could I also have a quick look? Just for, you know what?
I'm just going to keep an eye on.
I'll say go ahead and roll me
corridor
a perception check or investigation check, Cat and Kirv. Your
Okay,
choice.
Investigation. I couldn't.
Okay.
That's a
I'll,
6.
I've got to be right back,
Okay.
but I'll keep the dancing lights
That's an
moving around
11.
close to where people are keeping an eye on.
So, Kirv, as you're otherwise having a look around, no, this is exactly how you left it. Nothing's changed, nothing's different. You note that the coffins are exactly the same as when you left them. And Cat, as you otherwise go over, you otherwise investigate, having a look over them. They're heavy stone coffins. By the looks of it, you can see that there are there's writing on the top, although this is the writing that you were shown previously, and it seems to be a partially worn out name in Undercommon, by the looks of it. In the centre of the room you see what looks to be a large pillar that seems to be adorned with carved skulls, and the pillar seems to be supporting the room's kind of four-cornered arch.
Okay. So that's load bearing then.
Yeah.
Useful to know. Useful to know.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I don't think there's anything really in here. Keep a close eye out for traps. Hopefully that portcullis shouldn't drop now. Should be remain in place. So at least we still have an out should we need it.
I just go up to Romulus and just pull out like a small bag, like a small leather pouch, and just ask for some flour, like fill some flour in.
All right. But remember, this stuff doesn't grow on trees.
You got it. So I'll just take a small pouch of flour and just put it and tie it to my belt.
One thing to note, because this would be something that you would know about Lock State as a general note as well, which is something that you would have known for the nature of the casting. The objects can weigh no more than 25 pounds, and it can be no larger than 5 feet in any dimension. It is at the very least 10 feet across, so you wouldn't be able to cast Lock State on it.
Oh, okay, right.
If you were to
Could
cast
you
it...
put something in the way of it and cast Block State on it, and then it couldn't move down further?
This is
Oh,
true.
we
In
can.
theory.
And then, provided that
Can I
the
cast
portcullis
levitate on it?
on levitate, possibly,
Would making it weightless work?
depends on the mechanism. If it's just being held in place and it's being expected to fall with gravity, then possibly. If it's being physically pushed down, then levitate wouldn't do anything. Putting a small object in the way and then casting Lock State could also work, but if the portcullis exceeds 12,000 pounds of weight, then it will shatter the spell and just go straight
If
down.
the portcullis exceeds 12,000 pounds of weight, at that
That's
point
okay.
it should have shattered through the stone already.
I was going to say, don't one of you guys have a immovable rod?
Rod.
Could use
yeah.
that.
Indeed.
Yeah, that would do it.
Well, is it I don't think it's any stronger really than like. But yeah, sure. I'll use the immovable rod if that's on the cards.
That's a great idea.
You can use the
That's a
immovable
great
rod, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just click. There we go.
Should
Nice.
I take them spell points back then? Or should I just say we burnt them? So they can burn everyone.
If you would have known it, then you wouldn't have
Yeah, I was
tried.
gonna say, Chris did say that you would have known that as part of the cast.
Yeah. So you can regain the stuff if need be.
Okay.
Okay, so you're putting the immovable rod underneath the portcullis, and I think Kirv wanted to look at something as well.
Good, did.
Yeah, we've done our look.
Oh, you've already done it. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Well, by the sounds of things, we just want to keep moving. Let's just be careful, but be quick.
There'll probably be another portcullis up ahead. There were guards last time as well, so let's be careful.
Anything to note about the guards that we should be aware of?
Ghosts of some kind. They seem pretty tough, but
Oh, fuck. Ghosts. Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
cool.
they
So-
didn't seem unbeatable or anything, and they couldn't
They're like a lot of.
hold still like that.
Alright.
Just the two last time, but they might have beefed up security.
Was there anything that happened which triggered them to appear, or was it just but when the portcullis fell down?
Same time as the portcullises, yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. Shall we press forward, or shall we stay here a bit longer?
No, we can push forward.
Mortar will change Black Scorpion into Iron Thunder. Just have it ready. And he'll wait for everyone else.
Okay. So just to confirm, whose immovable rod are you using?
I think we've got two, haven't we?
Yes, that's why
I
I'm
think
asking.
Romulus said that he was. I think Romulus said he was using his to. I think he literally said he walked and clicked. I don't know if he did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If at all possible, I walk and click.
Okay. You walk up, you click the immovable rod in place. Noted.
Yes. Just to say, I'm going to state now. You may tell me that I have to remember to do it next time, but if we leave and we go out through this exit, I would like to go back. I would like to pick it up on the way out. Just to say, Chris.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. Unless you do it sooner, I will say just leave a note in your inventory saying collecting from portcullis in church catacombs, and then we'll just assume that if you next time you go to look in your inventory that you collected it, provided you passed the area where it took where in order to collect it.
Collect from church. What basement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Portcullis.
Yeah.
There we go.
And what is the maximum weight that a immovable rod can take?
Oh, only 8,000 pounds,
Okay.
which is still probably considerably
lot.
more than
Almost certainly, yeah. So,
yeah.
Worst comes to worst, Cat
As
can
a-
always cast Lock State on.
as a general note, a portcullis of this size, given you haven't necessarily seen it, it's not a solid metal door. It does have holes in it. It's built to stop passage and be easy to potentially fire through or make attacks if people are trying to lift it. In other words, it's going to weigh around 600 kilograms, so it's going to be less than the 8,000 pounds or the 12,000 pounds, but it's still going to be, if you wish to retrieve it, you're going to need to do so from a safe area, otherwise you're going to have an arm crushed.
Good to know. Or if we can find a way to disable portcullises,
Yes.
Yeah.
maybe get them to retract, because they've clearly come back up somehow. So
Yeah.
whether or not that's manual or whether or not that's mechanical, we
You're
can,
not
we
sure.
can find out later.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find it as we go.
For reference, that would be
Possibly
around
the old
about
man by himself.
1,400 pounds of metal. So we are looking at,
guess,
if you're
we'll-
trying to lift, outside of Romulus trying to lift this with Giant's Might, we're looking at broken bones, or death, if this crushes you.
Okay.
I guess we'll push on then. Shotgun's ready, moving forward, keeping an eye out for any kind of trappery.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a perception check, and everybody make sure that you update where exactly you would like to move in the upcoming area.
How tall are the ceilings in here?
They go up about, I'd say, a good 25 feet or so. They're kind of high arched.
Oh, that's not good. Total
Or
of
rather,
12.
sorry, this first room should be 20 feet and the next one should be 25 because it goes down a little bit.
Okay. How tall's a dragon?
Yours is large,
Depends on the
correct?
type.
Yeah.
So it would be about 14, 15 feet.
Okay, I'm bringing out Treladex because I want the necrotic resistance in case, and
Okay.
also he has blind sight, so that
Okay.
might be useful.
Go ahead and roll me wild magic.
Okay. Oh. That'll do. Right. What else?
I mean, I could say we'll take the 4 from earlier, but then I know that it'll go off, so I'm just going to have you roll again.
That's cheeky.
I know, it would be. Okay, it doesn't
No,
go off.
we're
You're fine.
Freaking cheeky.
I know.
Alright. So it's
Pretty
5, okay.
freaking cheeky.
Right, and that is that. Cool. Okay, he's out. What I said up the top above about anything that's undead. Anything that's undead or dead can be killed, but anything that's alive subdue stands for both my summons too.
Okay.
I will whisper to the spirit of the Black Scorpion and I'll say, anything that is dead you can kill, anything that's alive you cannot kill.
You hear
Whispering
you
to
hear
my
the GM whisper, you cannot do subdue damage with ranged weapons.
So Mortar nods to this ethereal voice of God.
You must hit them with the weapon.
I will hit them with the weapon. I hit Romulus.
Okay. So, what are you doing? Where are you going?
I'll be more towards the
I
back
roll-
with the other two.
Okay.
I rolled a 12 on my perception, so far, unless Chris says otherwise, Mortar gives the all clear that we're safe.
Yeah, you don't
Portcullis
see
seems to have
you
been the big thing.
you don't see any traps. You do note that there seems to be a little bit of ash on this side where quite possibly some urns were shattered and have since been like partially swept to the side. But yeah. Yeah,
Let's head
Vinny
through
and
then.
okay.
Can
Looks
I,
residents of
be
this place
investigating
look at the
around?
Hmm?
Can I do an investigate around?
For
Basically looking for any signs of anything looking out on us. Like, I want to see whether we're alone here or whether there's something watching us.
okay. You
Maybe
get
that
the
would be more of an
sense-
insight, I guess.
This would be a perception in this instance. So go ahead and make that roll.
Perception. It's a +5. Let's go. Only a 13.
13. You can't seem to sense if something is watching you, but you still have that feeling. As you're kind of stepping into the room, as Mortar, you see the urns that have been shattered and a little bit have been swept away. Vinny, you step into the room, kind of holding your blades at the ready, with Kirv and Cat in the room behind, bringing up the rear. As Romulus, you step up. There is a... Oh, no. I've started describing now.
Oh.
As in this moment, you otherwise hear the sound of mechanisms. And ignore this portcullis because it has been stopped by the immovable rod. But the portcullis across the room comes down and slams into the ground ahead. As you stand within the room, you begin to see these colours begin to emerge from the surface of the tombs to either side. I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Got company.
Very good.
Yeah, that's pretty on brand.
12.
I got a 14. I'm just gonna head to the low. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. 14. Okay.
A very reasonable 12.
Well, let me do my 25 to 20. 25 or above. 25 to 20.
24.
4. 20 to 15. 15 to 10.
12.
14.
Oh no, sorry, 23.
23. Oh, makes all the difference. I don't know yet. I haven't rolled their turn orders.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be.
So what was that, Curve? You got a 14, did you say?
Mhm.
And Cat, what did you say you got?
12.
Okay, 2 14s, 2 12s, and a 23. Interesting initiative order. Okay. I believe Mortar has more dex than you, Curve. And Cat,
Would have thought so.
you have more dex than Romulus. So that's the order that will go. Okay, so I will roll for the spirits showing up. With you all being a bit more well prepared against these wraiths this time. Welcome back. With you being more prepared against these wraiths this time, you watch as they otherwise peel themselves from the coffins to either side, and you otherwise hold your own. Vinny, you're up first.
I'm up. Okay. Right, so the raves are emerging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right, so there's one down here and one...
Yep. Sorry, I need to get the tiles for those, don't I?
Oh yeah. No worries, no worries.
That's a thing. Actually, no. You know what? Let's just use these ones for now. These were the villagers, but I'll just use them here for now.
Did these guys seem intelligent when Vinny and Kirv came back last time? Like, they kind of like the villagers, or not? Or are they not really giving that vibe?
Looking at them, they seem to more be accomplished warriors than just villagers.
I see. Okay.
I mean, it was difficult to get a read on them, but...
Yeah, difficult to get a read. With the dancing
They-
lights and
Cool.
what you can see that they are wearing what looks to be kind of this ghostly set of chainmail. You can see that they are both carrying these massive, otherwise very damaged and battle-worn greatswords that are otherwise kind of ghostly in nature, as they otherwise float upwards and begin to pull themselves out of the nearby coffins.
Yeah, my memory of the last encounter is they got the drop on us and did not make any attempt to communicate.
Okay,
So I'm
cool.
gonna
Yeah.
make a rush over
Yep,
here,
I'll
I
allow that.
guess.
Yeah, because
Okay.
technically it can't be on. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Yes, so I'm going to run over here. I'm going to attempt to stab with the ghost steel short sword.
Okay, go for it.
We're saying that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
No. I refuse.
Howard. Howard.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Plus 8, so 19.
That will hit.
No, it's not.
Nice.
It's 21.
No,
Hits.
that's 21. Yeah. Don't know what's going on with me today. Yeah, but yes, that hits for 15 piercing and 2 cold with the short sword.
15 piercing, 2 cold. Okay.
Dash in, getting him very close for the stab, and then I'm going to take half a step back and use a bonus action to slash with the scimitar.
Okay, go for it.
Badass.
That's the green one.
Thank you.
That will unfortunately miss.
Assume a 11 does not hit.
You otherwise step forward, you strike with the short sword, cutting in deep into the creature as it almost doesn't anticipate it doing the same kind of damage, but seems to recognize the weapon. As it strikes and cuts through, you pull it outward and then swing with the scimitar as it raises its great sword in almost like this knightly manner, straight up in front of its head, and as it does, the scimitar glances off of it to one side. This almost sparks of fading mist that then dissipate into the air around it. Okay, that is your action and bonus action. And used 5, 10, 15... Oh no, because they're allies, so it'll be 5, 10, 15 feet of movement, so if you want to move any further, you can. Because I believe you have mobile, is it? So you can disengage after making an attack, or is that fancy footwork?
Fancy footwork, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Okay. Okay. You back up over there. I have my initiative order here that I need to worry about. So, let me quickly rearrange the initiative order, because I didn't do that for any of you guys. Unless... No, I just need to swap Cat and Romulus. That's nice and easy.
Oh, happy days.
Okay. I can move this down. Cat's currently concentrating. Okay. End of Vinny's go. Cat.
Hey, what did you get on initiative?
23.
Damn, the gap between us was 9.
Yeah, it was. As you watch as runes appear on the surface of the coffin lids, pulling upwards as undead sit upwards, drawing these 2 large crooked axes as you recognize death blades when you see them. As this one's going to make a rush towards you, as is this one.
Deathblade!
Deathblades get to make 3 attacks each.
Damn, okay.
So, you were made aware of this because Treladex is in the room. Otherwise, you would not have known that they were here.
Okay,
Getting bricks.
Were they the monsters? They were the monsters we encountered with the dragon fight, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, they were the ones
I think.
with the assault on the tower.
Oh, damn, I hate those guys.
Does a 17 hit?
You know what? Just for the sake of a whole lot of attacks, I'm going to cast Shield.
Fair enough. Go ahead
Nice.
and roll me wild magic, see if it goes off.
Resonates.
No.
No? Okay. Okay. This one goes to take a swing at you as it otherwise hits. It's then going to, as you've otherwise cast shield, it's going to turn and take 2 attacks versus Treladex.
Okay.
So, first
Not
attack,
frail
or
mix.
its second attack, is a natural 20.
Oh, damn.
Treladex
Fuck.
takes 12
Maybe like
points
that
of
dragon.
slashing damage.
2, 3, 4, 5. Well, wait a second. We've had a short rest, haven't we?
You want to use your
Yeah.
rune?
We have.
I want to use Cloud Rune on that,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So, Skeleton attacks Treladex, and it needs to be an enemy within 30 feet of me. Luckily, we've got these fuckers.
Too special.
I'm going to go for this one up here.
Okay. You otherwise use your cloud rune, pulling the 12 damage from that and inserting it into the into this one. However, does it keep its damage type?
Yes, it should essentially be they are attacked with that attack.
Okay. So, the wraiths are immune to non-magical weapons, and thus the damage from the death blades does nothing.
Noted. Good to
shit.
know. This gives
to
us
know.
information.
True.
Mm.
And now the second attack against Treladex is an 11. That will miss. This one, seeing that you have from here, seeing that you have cast shield, is instead going to rush forward and is going to try and make 1 attack against you and 2 against Kirv.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's going to do 1 against each, and I'll see where the third one goes depending on how its hits go. First one against you. It gets a bonus to hit because it is flanking. So that is a 15, which will miss. Then the one versus Kirv is a 16 to hit. Does that hit Kirv?
AC 16.
So that will hit.
afraid so.
Can I just clear something up? Pterodor can't intercept for me because he's not within 5 foot of me.
Correct.
That's correct, right? Okay, cool. I didn't know if it was 5 foot of the enemy or 5 foot of me.
No, 5 foot.
Okay.
Apologies
Oh,
for.
gotcha.
In
I
that
feel
case,
bad
then
for
he would
wasting that, but like I
intercept
heard 20.
Kirv's
No, in
attack.
all fairness, you got rid of a nat 20, to be fair.
So
So how much damage am I taking?
was
Yeah, in that
intercept
case,
going off? Sorry.
Pterodor would intercept Kirv's attack.
Okay. So Pterodor will take 9
Nice.
points of slashing damage, and then the creature is just going to attack, and then the Deathblade is just going to attack Pterodor. That is an 11 to
Oh.
hit.
Creature, and my heart just drops.
No, that misses.
So, after the frenzy of attacks from these Deathblades as they rush up and they make these attacks, they hold their weapons at the ready, prepared for whatever onslaught is coming afterwards. Okay. End of their turns. We then move on to Mortar. And Kirv, you're on the same initiative, technically, but Mortar goes first because of the higher dex.
I'm of two minds here. Should I help deal with the ones in our room, or should I start firing at the ones in the other room? What do we feel? Can you?
We have an army in this room.
Oh, you two are fine. Okay, no
We've
worries. Then.
got 4
In
of
which
us
case, then,
there.
Mortar's going to back up. He's going to back up here, noting ghosts. He hates ghosts now. Ghosts are kind of his. He hates ghosts, and he's just going to fire twice with Iron Thunder
Against.
at the red ghost.
Okay. Go ahead and make me 2 attacks then, please.
Okie dokie.
First attack. That is a D20 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, so that's 2d4 plus. Let me just double check. I think it's plus 5, but
Should be.
yeah, it should be. Yeah, 2d4 plus 5. I don't use this weapon nearly enough. Okay. Oh, nearly rolled 2d20.
I was going to say, yeah, I saw you highlight Team 20. I was like, what are you doing?
Imagine! Oh, okay. So that is 8 points of thunder damage.
8 points of thunder damage, and that is to the red one.
The red ghosty.
Yep, which I have noted down their HP the wrong way round, so I will quickly adjust that one, because that's the one that Vinny attacked.
Okay, I'll just roll the attack for the second one.
8 damage, and that's onto the red one as well.
Yep, onto the red one as well. I want to get rid of one at a time.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Again.
6
Better.
plus 4.
That is 6 plus 4 is 10 points of thunder damage.
10 points damage. Okay, you take these 2 otherwise ear-splitting shots as they otherwise hit the this spectral wraith twice, otherwise causing its form to split apart momentarily with the sheer thunder and the echoing sonic through the area as you otherwise finish your 2 attacks. Anything else you wish to do as an action or movement or bonus action?
Movement, I'm going to stay where I am. I'm just going to try to hold that kind of corridor.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action wise, I think I want to hold on to my bonus actions for now. Oh, something I should have done. I will be using. I'm going to use Favored Foe, which is something I have not used. I've not used yet.
And that's the free Hunter's
So
Mark.
as my yes, well, not quite. It's as my bonus action, I can I hit a creature with an attack roll, or I can call on my Mystic Bond with Nature and mark the target as my favored enemy for 1 minute or until I lose concentration, as if I were concentrating on a spell. The first time on each of my turns, I hit my favored enemy and deal damage to it. I increase the damage by 1d4. So I should have done that first, but I didn't.
That would have been on the second attack, so go ahead and roll the extra d4.
That would have been. Okay, no worries, thank you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because the d4 is only once per turn, so. Bonus 2 damage.
That's 2.
Noted.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm now concentrating on that.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. Kirv, you're up. You currently have a Deathblade who took a swing at you, but Pterodor otherwise intercepts, moving in front. The kind of moss-covered shoulders and back of Pterodor otherwise blocking the shot as the cut comes down before it takes another swing at Pterodor, glancing off, leaving you in melee with it.
Yes. So yeah, this is okay melee distance,
Mhm.
even though it's across. Cool. I will take out murder, and I will attempt to slash twice through the little bony spine.
Okay, go ahead and make me 2 attacks.
Ah, that's a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So re-roll these 2d6 if you wish to pump
And then
a
that 20 was a double 6.
yeah.
Sorry.
If you want to pump an Eldritch Smite into it so it'll be doubled, you can do.
I
You don't
think I
have
might
to.
have to with that.
Okay. So how much damage does Eldritch Smite do at this current level?
I have no fucking clue.
I believe it'll be on your overlay. I believe it's
Oh,
68.
yep. 68 force damage.
So that will be doubled to 12d8. So go ahead and roll all of these red dice and these 2 d6s. And that will use one of your spell slots.
Yeah.
Okay, this one takes 68 plus what damage?
Oh.
We'll resolve the natural one in a moment.
The plus is that the murder
Yes.
damage? Plus 5 slashing.
Okay, so this one takes 73 points of damage. As you otherwise swing with the natural one, you take a swing. You have a choice. You can either hit Pterodor, or make an attack versus Pterodor, I should say, or some of the smite damage will be moved onto the pillar.
You'd think that it wouldn't hurt if it hits the pillar.
This is the smite damage, and remind me, your smite damage is force, is it not?
Yeah, so that against a weight-bearing pillar.
Oh, weight-bearing pillar, I
Yes.
see.
Did we tell her that it's a weight bearing?
Oh yeah, yeah. Looking up at
Good.
the architecture, it's holding the center of the ceiling up. If this is pulled away, the ceiling will collapse inwards, and who knows how much mountain above you will come in with it.
Jamie, you're right if I hit Pterodor.
Look, at the end of the day, this is your thing. I am not upset too much. Pterodor might be, but I'm not.
Okay. If that's your choice,
I will see if I can talk to Pterodor another time and apologize.
okay. Go ahead and make me an attack roll versus Pterodor. This might not hit. We'll have to see.
Pterodor.
So that is
That's a
a yes. That will
19.
hit.
Yep.
Boy.
So Pterodor
That's a double 6.
takes a max of 17 points of slashing damage. As you go to swing for the skeleton's spine with the first one, it otherwise steps backwards in kind of a quick flash, and the scythe cuts into Pterodor as Pterodor was intercepting the attack. Pterodor pulls back, and you quickly take an overhead swing. The smite, or the Eldritch Smite, carrying down with it and shatters it in one blow, as all of its health is taken out in one hit.
Nicely done.
Sorry, Pterodor.
Badass.
Alright. Well done. Okay, so that is your 2 actions, and you have movement if you wish to move at all.
Jamie, do you think you'll be right with that skeleton and I'll move into the next room?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a dragon, an elemental, and me to deal with. He's gonna have a rough time.
Okie dokes.
That's fair. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Perfect. Okay,
Welcome to the party.
okay. You step into the room, and your turn there, I imagine.
Yep.
Okay. It is now Wraith 1's turn. Wraith 1 is going to, seeing you move into the room after hearing this echoing, thunderous crash from the other room, it recognizes who shattered the urns previously and is going to make 3 attacks against you, giving itself advantage in exchange for you having advantage on it next turn. So,
Oh man.
look, it recognizes the sound of explosions and shattered urns and who did that before. So
They said they didn't do it. It couldn't.
it couldn't have been them, but yet 22 to hit versus you,
It was
Kirv.
so persuasive.
Yes, that hits.
followed by another 22 to hit, followed by an 18 to hit. Or
Yeah,
sorry,
all hits.
no, 17 to hit.
Still hits.
Alrighty. First hit deals 9 points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Then 11 points of slashing damage, so 20 total. And the
Mhm.
final one hits you for 14, so 34 total damage you took from that. As it moves up, a frenzious look of a battle rage in its eyes as it takes 3 very quick and hefty swings against you, each one carving deep, the blade passing through your armor and leaving these gashes, these unseen gashes through your form as it drags the blade through, bits of blood beginning to leak out of the side as it pulls its great sword into a otherwise partially defensive stance, but it has overshot itself definitely, and or overextended itself rather, and so we'll have advantage on attack. You'll have advantage on attack rolls against it.
Mm-hmm. I can walk off
sorry.
that damage.
Everyone has advantage against it. Sorry, not just you. Okay, end of its go. Cat, you're up.
Well, I'll Terador come up here.
Yep.
Oh, it's undead, so I am going to take the dodge action
Okay.
because I don't want to get hit and I've got to hold my concentration. And I'm going to let these two just go buck nutty on him.
What? All right.
No breath
Terador,
weapon though.
Kill.
Just clearing that up. There is no breath weapon because that is a
Bigger
bad
boys.
idea.
Yeah, no breath weapon. Okay, so what attacks are being made here?
So 2 ranged attacks from the dragon. I'll do them first, as that one's the one that I've got open.
Okay.
Hang on. Can I give myself? Dragon moves that way. Can they have?
Oh,
help from Terador?
they have flanking from there anyway.
Oh,
so
they've
that's
got
fine.
flank. Cool. It's all right.
Yeah. So long as they are on opposite faces, then it counts.
Okay. How does flanking work?
They will get a plus to their to hit equal to their proficiency bonus, which is your proficiency, so they both have a +4 to hit.
Okay. So these two are dragons first. The
Okay.
second.
That one definitely hits.
Yeah.
What is the other one?
7 plus 9 plus 4.
Oh, yes, definitely. So, dirty 20 and a 28, they both hit. So what damage are we looking at here?
Okay. He does 1d6 plus 9 per attack. So that's 2d6 plus 18.
So that is 11 plus 18. Woo, the heavy hits on you guys so far.
Okay, and then Terador will follow up with 2 slams, which is a +7.
You know what? I'm just going to start doing it this way because it just makes it easier. Let's see if it does.
Oh, and that one.
2 slams.
don't
Nat
do
1,
much.
okay. Terador misses the first one as he's a companion. I'm not going to worry about his Nat 1s. So,
Okay,
misses
so-
as he
and it's
overswings.
15 plus 7 plus 4,
Yep, so that
and
hits.
he does a d10 plus 3.
A d10 plus 3. Okay. And what damage types are these?
Terador's is bludgeoning. Dragon's is piercing.
Okay, so that 29 should have been halved because it's piercing damage. So that will be down to 14 damage.
That damnable pissing damage.
Okay, and
Yep.
Terador rolled a 5, so he got 8.
Just straight at
8
total.
doubled to
8
16 because they're vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
Turns out that's actually how the acid dragons do it.
And
Absolutely. They just
I will.
Drink more water.
How is it looking?
It's not quite bloodied. It might be 1 HP
Oh.
off of bloodied.
Okay, in that case, I'm casting Sentinel Ward on myself.
As a bonus action?
and then my actual action is dodge.
Okay. Alright, end of your go. Romulus, you're up.
sorry, just before Cat ends her turn, Mortar would like to give Cat an additional attack action this turn. As his reaction, he's going to give her the ability to use one of her.
That costs a bonus action,
attack
doesn't it?
cantrips.
Or...
No, so I have 2. I have
Oh.
one that uses their bonus action, and one that just gives them an extra attack action.
But the attack action she can't take because it would be the other two who can because she's not been making physical attacks. have been her
You
summon.
can do
so
it on the
maybe.
dragon or Pterodor, I guess.
I'll put it on.
Yeah,
I'll put it on
Which
Pterodor
is the
because he
non-
does.
which is the non-piercing.
Oh no,
one,
actually,
yeah.
I think I'm out of range for Pterodor because it's within 30 feet.
10, 15,
So,
20, 25, 30. Yeah, can't hit Pterodor, and Trellodex is half
You
damage.
know what? I won't
don't worry
I'm gonna
about
hold on to
Don't worry about it.
I'm
Like,
gonna hold on to it.
there's three of
Hold
us
on to it.
slapping a one skeleton around. We're two of us and one of us.
I'll
dodging.
save it for now. I'll
Okay.
save it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. So, Romulus, it is your turn. You currently see one of these wraiths has been beaten on quite badly and seems to be losing most of its corporeal form, while the other one is untouched and has just taken 3 hefty swings into Kirv.
Okay. Give me a moment here. Sorry, I'm torn between the efficiency of taking out, like objectively, it's the better option to take out the one that's most damaged. But also, there's the one that it's there, it's attacking Kirv.
Sure. The imminent threat.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, you get advantage on it. So.
True. I don't know why I get advantage on it, but true.
Oh, because it did the equivalent of
Did
Reckless.
That I get advantage on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a 10-foot reach. You could get them both.
How much damage was done to this one?
A decent amount.
20-ish?
More like 30-ish.
Okay. Oh yeah, that was my first, the second time.
Yeah, because Vinny did a good hit on it, and then you had 2 hits on it, which did about 20-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's about 40-ish it's taken.
Got it. Okay. Right. And what effects are currently affecting this one that's here? Because it's got an effect on
Mortar's
it?
Hunted Mark. Or the
Hunter's
equivalent.
Mark, okay. That wouldn't affect anyone else, would it?
Nope, just him.
No, it only affects me.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to be going for this one.
Okay.
I will be moving up and around over here in order to get the flanking benefit,
Okay.
which I believe at this point would be a +4.
Yes. So
Okay.
advantage plus
I will be making use of my my Great Weapon Master feat using the Cold Steel Halberd, which means it comes down -4, but
which
you
is
know,
nice.
you get the idea.
Yep. Makes it nice and easy to do the math there, so it just means make regular attacks with advantage, and if they hit, you do +8 damage.
As much as I would rather say, but I'm going to bonus action Rage.
Okay.
And yeah, let's fuck this thing up.
Let's go.
I'm going to attack it with this here. Okay. Come on, motherfucker.
Give it a bump.
Hits.
Oh yeah, solid, palpable hit. So that's 4 + 5 + 10. So that's 19 points of damage first of all.
Okay. 19 points of damage. Nice.
Oh, I forgot +2 for the cold damage, which is -1.
Which is
so it's
halved, so
actually
a nice 20. A cool
A nice
20,
20.
you could say.
Even 20.
Yep.
a nice cool 20. And I assume I'm allowed a second advantage roll. Wonderful.
Exactly.
I'm Stewie Griffin, it looks like, except a little bit better.
A little more sneaky.
Hits.
Right.
And that does
Hits,
22 points of damage.
22 points of damage, yeah.
Okay. It looks like it also is very badly injured and on death's door.
Mm-hmm. I don't have any additional stuff there, but I will.
you do.
Oh!
Also, Romulus' reaction to give Romulus the stuff. He's like initially he's hovering kind of over Cat, going, and then sees Romulus, and he's like, "Yes."
So I just get another attack in.
You get another attack. You get a whole.
Another
you
two
get your
attacks.
attack actions.
So you get 2 attacks.
Oh, baby.
What a gift! What a gift I've bestowed upon
Baby,
this game.
this motherfucker's gonna really damn die. Let's do it. Let's fucking go.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Ooh,
Oh, that
that
was
hits.
a 16, and it became a 16 again.
Okay, so
Another
that
22
one's-
damage.
So that one's dead. As you otherwise take the swing with this, with Mortar otherwise pointing at you, you feel almost this surge of essence begin to leak into your rage, almost this sense of pain and the want to inflict it as you take a hefty swing down, carving this thing straight through as the ashes of it dissipate into the air around. You do not have enough movement to be able to get within range of this one. So you would have-
No, but I do have enough movement to get here, I believe.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay. It is now the red one's turn. Red one is going to go after the person it recognizes.
Motherfucker!
Hey, look, it
I
was
picked the
I won't
wrong
lie, I was-
person.
yeah,
Kind of hoping it was going to go this way.
it was going to go towards Vinny because it recognizes them as one of the people who was previously here. So it's going to make 3 attacks, and given it's on death's door, it's going to do its reckless nature to it. So it's going to make these 3 attacks with advantage. First one is a 24 to hit,
Hits.
22 to hit,
Hits.
and another 24 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. First attack deals 8 points of slashing damage, then 10 for a total of 18, then another 10 for a total of 28.
Okay.
Okay. As it moves up, you can see its essence is otherwise bleeding behind it as it steps up and it takes these 3 hefty swings with the greatsword in otherwise a furying flash as you're unable to dodge and get out of the way of the attacks as it does so, but again leaves itself very open to future attacks. Okay. That will end its go. Back to the top of round, Vinny, it is you.
It is me. Okay. Well, it's stepped in and made itself vulnerable, so I'm going to immediately counterattack with the short sword.
Go for it.
Advantage because it's reckless.
That hits. And
Oh.
Yeah, it's dead.
Oh, baby.
its single-digit
Oh,
hit
baby.
points are eradicated as you slice straight through it, or you pierce straight through it with the Ghost Steel short sword, the rest of the essence bleeding out from it. Okay.
And
Where
to
is the
clarify,
opening?
this is held open, right?
Yeah,
The portcullis.
that-
Yeah,
that's held
that
open.
one doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make
See the
absolutely sure before I started deciding to do things.
Yep, no, that's fine. It's
I saw.
open. Yeah, the movable rod is holding it open at the moment. The other one's
What does
closed.
the finishing blow look like?
Yeah, I see the opening and I'm like pushed back, but I push off of the wall, almost leaping into it, sword first, and kind of dissipate the wounded. Wounded ghost, so I almost jump through and push the rest of its form out the way.
Okay. 10.
All right, good job, team.
Do you wish to go any further? You can see that Treladex and Terador and Cat are currently fighting something in the chamber beyond.
How's she looking over there? I'm gonna bonus action Bardic Inspiration Cat.
Okay. So Cat has a D8, is it, for the
D8 currently,
Yep.
yeah.
for an attack roll, ability check, or how many levels are you in Bard now?
5.
5. So you can also add this to your damage roll as well.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Okay. Should you make an attack roll and hit, you can add it to your damage roll. You can't add it to.
Yeah, yeah. No, I assumed it
You
wouldn't
might-
be theirs.
You might be able to add it to a spell. I'm not sure, but I'd have to double check that.
Okay.
I'll have a look quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was part of the expanded stuff from Tasha's.
Which effect is that?
Bards being able to add Bardic Inspiration onto damage. I think it's just a damage roll, so I think it can work on spells, but I'm not certain. But it might have to be a to
I
hit,
was
I'm
not even
sure.
aware that bards could do that.
That's the thing there.
Magical Inspiration.
Tasha's.
Cast a spell that
it's
restores
Sword or
hit
Valor,
points.
I think.
Just in general from Tasha's. If it casts a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, it can roll the die and attack. And choose a target affected by the spell.
Okay, so it's So it's damage or healing that you can apply it to. That's good to know.
Yeah, damage or healing from a spell.
Oh, well, that's useful. That's really useful.
Okay.
It's very useful.
So, end of your go. It is now the Deathblade's go. The Deathblade is going to, in this instance, it is going to go into its Frenzied Rage because it has taken damage. And it is going to make 3 attacks versus you, Cat, because it's got nothing better to do, because it doesn't see the other two as things to worry about.
Okay, well, it has disadvantage because dodge.
And her AC is still
Oh, that's true.
23.
No,
right?
the AC would have gone
No.
down because of the...
Oh,
bit,
gotcha.
yeah.
She's had her turn.
But the AC did also go up slightly.
Okay. So, with disadvantage, that would be a 12.
Nope.
Okay. Would it change targets? I mean, it knows Pterodor is dangerous. Trailer-dex isn't to worry about.
They're all dangerous.
They're all dangerous. I think it would perceive Pterodor as one of the dangers. As it otherwise sees you're being dodgy and difficult to hit, it's going to go and attack Pterodor instead with its 2 next attacks. So that's a 17 to hit Pterodor.
That hits.
And an
Yeah.
18.
That one also hits.
Okay, so Pterodor takes... Ooh, terrible damage rolls. 7 and 8 points of non-magical slashing damage. So that's 15 total.
Okay. Takes it down to... Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that will be the end of
And
its
it's
go.
non-magical.
Non-magical, yeah. So I believe...
Okay, so that's halved because
Yeah.
he's resistant to.
Yep.
Okay. So that was 7 or 8?
that will be 7.
Okay.
Okay. Mortar, you are up.
Okay. Mortar suddenly has a bit of a... He's kind of got a epiphany because he's going, okay, Cat is alone in there. Obviously with her 2 summons and stuff, but she's alone in there. There's an undead in there. Is it going to be an issue if she absorbs the soul of this guy by mistake? So he's torn between going down there to basically see if he can help, or going ahead to see if he can find the mechanism to get this portcullis out of the way. I think he sees Vinny there and is going to go, I'm going to go scout ahead. I'll see if I can get rid of that portcullis so we can get over there quicker. And he is going to leg it over here. And he is going to change. He's going to, with kind of like a flourish, he'll almost flick the shotgun over his shoulder. As it goes over, it turns into Black Scorpion, and he flicks it and shoots. Bonus action, sidestep, 30 feet. So he will teleport. Teleport here.
Teleport there. Okay. You see before you a massive chasm leading down, and what looks to be a staircase going around its edge. You see no mechanism in sight.
No worries. I guess Mortar will just start looking around then. Oh no, he's used all his movement. That was a teleport. So I guess he's going to stay put, and is going to use his action to dodge.
Okay. Alrighty then. Kirv, you're up.
I mean, the skeleton over here, we're fine. You're fine? Dealing with it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am.
Okay, I'm not going to venture too far ahead, but I'll back up Mortar if so needed.
Okay. So you go to the edge of the portcullis.
buddy.
You look through. You can see Mortar. You can
Mhm.
see what looks to be a set of railings up ahead.
And could I quickly check, because I didn't get to last session, I've just remembered. Filch has a second pair of eyes now, doesn't he?
That was a showiness of what he will have going forward.
Ah.
So, if you complete your
So he doesn't
task,
have it
he will
now.
have. Or he would go from having 2 eyes to 6.
I don't know how that helps me, but you know what? Aesthetic, right?
Sure.
Fair.
Could I, since I don't have anything to attack, could I do another perception check for if
Yeah.
there's anything interesting here?
Go ahead and
I
make me a
doubt it,
perception
and there's
check.
further down, but we might as well. Oh, whoops.
That's fine.
That will be a 20.
20. You look around.
Dirty
You
20.
can't see a mechanism anywhere that would activate this portcullis. You look at this. You don't know how it fell, and you don't know how it is going to go back up either. You look around. You've not encountered too many traps in your time in hell, but even then, your time adventuring, you'd imagine that there must be a way for people to get through here. Yet you don't see a way. Okay. Cat, you're up.
Okay. Alright. I am. Melee's no thing. Okay, I'm going to pull back. Terodor will use his reaction if he wants to make a.
Attack of opportunity, which he will. Which you do not have dodge for, so that is a 15 to hit.
No, it doesn't hit.
Okay.
Okay.
So that misses.
I'm going to let them two do what they've got to do again. So we'll go with Dragon first.
Okay.
His attack.
So what are you doing for your action? Also, you're pressing the wrong
my
button
action. Oh, right, okay. My action, I'm holding it because I will cast Homing Blade should I need to.
Okay. Okay,
So,
keep in mind, holding a spell will mean you start concentrating on it.
Well, basically I'm letting them to attack before me, then I'll attack. Or do I have
Sorry,
to attack?
that
before I
reminds
can
me.
attack?
Yeah.
I don't.
Because of the death of the creature, that I wouldn't be concentrating on that anymore.
Cool. But yes, if you hold a spell for any form of reactive event, it counts as becoming concentration. So you would lose Treladex if you do that.
Okay, so I can't let them to attack before me then.
No, you'd have to do the
Right,
these
okay.
blade first.
Noted. Alright, then in that case, just to make double sure he is gonna die, I'm just gonna cast. Hang on. I'm in
Get a cursed.
2 bolts. Oh, yeah, there's not much point in magic this. I haven't even got it active. Alright, I will just Homing Blade him.
Okay. Are you below half spell points?
Nope.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me your 2d4
Yeah,
then.
Homing Blade.
2d4.
So this
Plus
does 5
5.
total. What kind of damage?
Magical piercing, so it'll be halved.
Magical piercing, but it will be halved. Yeah. So that will do 2 points of damage.
Cool. Then we've got Trelodex's attack. Then
Terodor's. Go ahead.
then what? Yeah. Right.
So Trelodex's attacks.
This is plus 9 plus 4.
So 30 plus 13. So both of those will hit.
Cool. Okay. And Treledex does.
1d6.
If I say I want to create
plus
more
8.
summons, slap me, please.
1d6 plus 8.
Yeah, Terodor. Yes, plus 9.
Mhm.
Terodor, so d6 plus 9. This is both hit, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So
will
7
be
plus 18. So 25 halved to 12.
Okay, and then Terodor make his attacks.
Okay. Both will hit.
Okay, that is 2d10 plus 6 essentially.
Or 2d10 plus 3 because the doubling happens afterwards. So
Alright.
that is 15 plus 6. So that would be 21. which is doubled and then halved because they're raging, but it has 19 hit points left. As you otherwise take a step back, firing these 2 homing blades towards it as it goes to take a swing towards you, Treladex grabs one portion of its shoulder, tearing one arm off, as Terador brings down both of his large claws, slamming and crushing the skeleton in the process.
I like to imagine he just looks up at me and is like, "Whoops!" It's like, oh, well, he's dead.
Mm.
Well,
And combat is over.
I'll look over at Vinny. Got him. Right.
Romulus, you okay?
So what's going on?
Yeah, just checking some stuff very quickly. Give me a moment.
Okay. Guys, this room ahead's kind of crazy.
Mhm.
Trying to figure out a way to get this portcullis up, but I can't see a mechanism anywhere. Any ideas? What I should be looking for?
Whilst I'm still under the effects of rage, am I able to get over here and start trying to lift it?
What is your carry capacity?
My carry capacity is my optimum weight is 600 pounds.
Okay, so these weigh, if I remember correctly from what I said before, I think it was they weigh 1,400 pounds each, which is double your optimal, which over double your optimal, which means that you can. The DC will be 30.
Can Terador...
And
the weight optimal is for what I can comfortably carry. I can lift much higher than that.
You know what?
Yeah,
These are the rules we don't
slightly
check.
different, isn't it?
We don't check these rules very often, so I'll quickly have a look to see what lifting and pushing and stuff use. So,
Because I know it is higher, I just don't know how much higher. Lifting and carrying.
it's probably an easy way to find this. Let's go to here. Quick reference: lifting and carrying. You can push, drag, out, or lift weight in pounds up to twice your carrying capacity, or 30 times your strength score. While pushing or dragging weight is excess of your carry capacity, your speed drops to 5 feet. So double your carry capacity is still below the weight of this portcullis. So you
But considerably lower than it was. Or considerably less difference than there was, I mean.
How do you mean?
Okay.
I mean,
So if
I was still accounting for if
you
it was
already-
doubled.
Terador
Yeah.
helps,
Oh, okay. So,
If Terador helps, you could, but then
Terador help, because he's a beast of burden. His carrying capacity is 1,900.
he can. Keep in mind that if Terador does lift this portcullis, this does mean your party can go through, but Terador won't be able to.
Oh, Jesus.
which is don't you have a another?
We've got another rod, haven't we?
Yeah, might as well use it.
Vinny, your rod, I mean.
Yeah, I've got a second
Also,
immovable
hold
rod.
on.
We can use that.
Does anybody have a mage hand or anything?
I've got mage hands.
Who wants to disconnect the other rod since we're all through?
Well,
So
we
that
might
way
need
the portcullis
to make
comes
an
down.
It's more that we want to leave it there in case we need to make an escape. Otherwise, we're going to have to
Okay, I was
leave
more
both these
thinking-
portcullises on the way out.
I was more thinking that maybe we might need them further on if there's more portcullises.
True.
I don't think we should block off our escape just on the off chance, though.
No. Let's leave them open. If we come across more, then we can decide on what to do. Someone has to run back, then so be it. But make sure we can escape still.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Terador's happy to help, and then if we can get a rod in there and keep that open, then should be free to move in and out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seems to be working with the other one, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right,
So I will say, Romulus, go ahead and make me a strength check with advantage, or athletics check, sorry, and please make me an athletics
Oh, yeah.
check with advantage for Terador.
Just
Any chance I could
as
make
well.
this an attack thing and benefit from Great Weapon Master since I'm holding it with 2 hands? That you know what? I was saying it. That feels like bullshit even for me.
Yeah.
So, hold on, I just had a thought.
Yeah.
What if we do take the rods? The only reason I'm thinking is it locks them in as
That's
well.
strength, isn't it? If
So
there's-
my thinking is that if they try to escape, we're and they do manage to get past us, which is unlikely, but in the off chance they do, that means we've just
Most of
opened the
them
door.
can go through walls.
I'm more thinking about the humanoids. I'm more thinking about like what's his name? Was it Cassius?
Cases, yeah, but we don't know.
Yeah,
we
I'm
don't
more
know for
thinking-
certain if he's still here.
Yeah. So I think it might actually be worth taking them because we don't know if he is still down there. This is the only way out. He has to.
that we
basically-
know of.
We know of, exactly. So either he has another way out, which is great, and that makes this whole discussion kind of irrelevant, or he has to go this way. If we can slow him down somehow, if like we need to catch up to him.
Yeah, but again, that's assuming it's him running away.
Yeah. As an
Again,
alternative, say we desperately need to get Vinny's friend out, who's hurt and tortured. We might need to get out fast, and faffing with these
Yeah.
might
That
be a hindrance.
it does make the assumption that they're the problem.
I see.
Yeah, I appreciate the optimism in.
I understand your point of view. That does make sense.
Oh, very much so. Yeah.
There's a lot of.
It's a new shade. It's a new shade of outlook that I'm working on, and I kind of hate it. It tastes weird.
Don't eat it.
Oh, it's too late.
Oh
All my optimism
no.
is gone. It's in my belly. I'm so close.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so what were the
Hey, Bloodheads, lift up this thing.
athletics totals for Romulus and Terador?
9.
28.
Okay. Yeah. You, Romulus, you otherwise grab the portcullis and begin lifting to otherwise push it up, and you are doing it with all of the rage built within you as Terador moves over and slides underneath what you've done and begins to stand upwards and arch his back as the portcullis is pushed up. You can hear a grinding sound as it is pushed against the stone above, and you otherwise have the ability to move under it, all of you. If you're going to be using the
very
move...
quickly.
Rod?
Yeah, Rod.
I'll go last and clip the rod through.
Okay. You clip the rod, the portcullis does not fall, and you are able to all get through happily.
Cool.
The chamber
I'll go
beyond.
through-
The thing is, we can decide whether to go back and pick up the first rod later. Like, there's nothing stopping us from going forward and seeing if there's another portcullis.
Very much so. Very much so.
Oh, this looks like it's not going to be fun.
As you otherwise step
Say
into the
that.
chamber, Mortar, you otherwise kind of step round the corner. The rest of you kind of pushing through with Terador in place. Vinny said he would be going last, so I'll do that. Terador otherwise holding it up, and Trilodec's going to be coming through in just a mo after that has been placed. You see that the chamber beyond is otherwise unlit. You cannot see very much at all, but you can hear the sound of almost rushing wind as it is travelling down the central tube here from, as you look up, Kirv and Mortar, what looks to be overhead is this large, almost this funnel shape that goes up, and then it goes into a crack which presumably leads to the surface somewhere. But you can hear this howling, whistling wind as it otherwise shoots down this area and down this pit beyond. You cannot easily see how far down this goes, but as you're otherwise standing there and this sound has been made, it echoes throughout. And in this moment you feel almost this chill begin to take over the air around here.
Brace yourself. I think we may have awakened something again.
Wonderful.
And Mortar will
good
change
to hear.
Black Scorpion into a shotgun.
I am going to charge my elemental detonation rune.
And I will be readying the attack action for if anything comes out of these incredibly suspicious-looking sons of bitches right here.
2 charges. Right.
Okay, go ahead. Do you roll well magic, don't you, for that cat?
I believe I do.
Yep. For when you're charging it. That was
Yeah, we're
close,
good.
but not quite.
I got 2 charges on that.
Okay.
So,
As
and
otherwise,
I'm going to
Hmm?
try and get close to Terrador in case something attacks, because he'll intercept.
okay. With the nature of how this is going, with how this had to be lifted and
Yeah, no,
order being
that's
placed,
absolutely fine.
this is all
first
happening to
opportunity.
make room. So, as you're otherwise standing there, you can hear the sound of almost ice beginning to crack in the area around you. And Mortar, you're looking around and your keen perception is looking out for any creatures that come from the tombs themselves. You do not see any of the candles come alight. You do not see any light whatsoever from this chamber. But you hear the sound of ice cracking. In this moment, you otherwise just look around and don't seem to note anything before the rest of you otherwise hear this whooshing sound. What is your AC, Mortar?
18.
18. Okay.
Nice to you.
And Kirv, what is your AC? Ooh, never mind. That is a natural 20.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Kirv,
Mm,
you take 19 points of bludgeoning damage. Mortar,
okay.
you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. As the two of you stand in this room, the dancing lights behind Vinny, the sound of the portcullis creaking, the sound of speaking as this happens, you're otherwise looking around expecting things to come from the tombs. As you hear this whooshing sound, Cat, you look for where your friends were, and you note that they are gone. All of you are surprised. Kirv and Mortar, I will say you are not surprised. I will say go ahead and roll for initiative, everyone. If anyone cannot be surprised, let me know.
Can my summons be surprised?
Does danger sense mean I...
No, danger sense doesn't help in this, I'm afraid.
Worth a
I
try.
am looking good.
Preparing combat actions doesn't give you advantage in initiative, does it? Like you expected?
No. Preparing combat actions would have been for if you saw what was coming, which unfortunately you did not.
I see. No worries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although your passive perception is 18, I did roll a natural 19 and a natural 17 on the creature's stealth check.
But not that great.
Okay.
That's
I am
still good enough
I
for
am
me.
bloodied,
Yes.
just so you guys are aware.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Just for future, Chris, just I don't know if this actually counts when it comes to this engagement.
Mhm.
Treladex's blind sight is 30 foot.
Treladex can smell something is wrong in the room beyond.
Yeah.
Cannot get past the people because
No,
currently there's a
that's-
cramped portcullis here.
That's fully understandable.
So I'll say
It's just
Treladex isn't
in case it
surprised,
counts.
but in this instance, Treladex cannot do squat.
Nope, understandable. It was just in case it counted for something later.
Okay. 25 to 20, or 25 and above.
Right, yeah, God, I've got to roll for initiative.
25 to 20.
Hang on a second. 5, nope.
20 to 15.
16.
16. 15 to 10.
12.
12.
Oh, God.
12, 12, and 10. And Cat?
8.
8. Okay. So, as you step into the room beyond, Mortar, your words echoing true that you may have woken something in this instance. As Romulus, Vinny, and Cat are surprised. Now, let's see, what did they get for their initiative? Its initiative doesn't fit in there. I'm going to need to shorten its name. It's fine.
Oh no, it has a name. Kill it with
Oh,
fire.
gosh.
has a name. It's like a
don't-
Dark
I
Souls.
don't-
All
boss.
monsters have
I
names.
don't like it when they have names.
I can't guarantee
It's
it'll
not
be
like
fire,
it's
but
not
it'll be
like its
something.
name is Tim.
Hey
It's
man, Tim is a terrifying Dark Souls boss. You see Tim come on the screen with his health bar, you're like, hell no.
yeah. So, Mortar, you are first up, as currently you and Kirv are here.
Oh, I got blasted over the railing.
No, you got hoisted over the railing. As I need to actually
Oh,
I need to get the tile for this.
is there a roper?
There it is. It's not quite as accurate as I would like, but I will give it a description in just a mo. As you look up, hearing the sound of the cracking ice, it would feel like. You look up and you see that the sound of cracking ice is actually dried old carapace. As you see crawling along the surface of the ceiling, blended in with what looks to be this almost craggy exterior, which without light in the room you could not differentiate it from the rest of its surroundings. As you watch as this almost massive arachnid creature, massive claws in front of it like that of a scorpion, and this large stinger tail with a harpoon that has shot through the two of you and is currently dangling
Damn!
you over the pit below, as two ruin spiders are currently in place, holding you two aloft. Mortar, you are up. You are in melee condition, or you are in melee with this creature.
Melee combat,
You
yep.
are considered grappled and restrained.
Whoa! As I'm kind of been suspended in midair, I'm like, oh, the shotgun
Yeah.
is not going to do me much good here.
Yeah, you look
Um,
down. You
just-
cannot see the bottom of this pit.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll kick off this combat with a bang, I suppose. Mortar is going to cast Arms of Hadar at 3rd level.
Okay.
He's just there, like he's just suspended, and I think in the panic, something else creeps in. That sense of just overwhelming, just like confusion as to where he is, and just a momentary slip of his like almost grip on reality. Something else decides to take control, and just erupting from Mortar's body, it almost kind of wriggles under his armor initially, like completely unnaturally. And then it just bursts out. It's just these tendrils of dark energy just whipping around in like a tornado-like frenzy. So I need the monster to make a strength save.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, that's a 15.
That is exactly what he needs.
Wonderful. That's a 15 plus
Mortar's
0
going
on its part.
Mortar, as a reaction, is going to use Invigoration to make him re-roll the saving throw.
Isn't that only
Not
a saving
advantage, so he
throw
just has
you
to re-roll.
make?
We've used it before on allies, so can I do it on enemies or no?
No, invigorate would be. I mean, re-rolling it would be if it's beneficial. It gets to take the higher. So.
I see. Oh, okay. Good to know. In which case, then, okay, that's perfect. 3rd level Arms of Hadar damage would be 4d6 necrotic damage.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Really could have done that, being hitting a little harder, but what can you do?
14
So
halved
7
to
points of
7.
necrotic.
Okay. 7 halved to 3.
What? That was a 3rd level spell.
Undead?
Oh, feels bad. Feels bad. Okay.
Okay.
Feels
where I
bad,
look now.
man.
Okay.
Feels bad, bro. And then I think as Mortar kind of shakes himself awake, like just in the midst of all this happening, he begins almost freaking out, and he's going to adrenaline surge to gain an additional action.
Okay.
What should I do? I've already cast a spell, so I can't cast another spell.
Correct.
In which case, then Mortar's just going to start stabbing. He holsters Black Scorpion in a frenzy, he draws his daggers and goes, "Die, demon!"
Go ahead and make me attack roll. Or 2 attack rolls.
Okay.
Sorry. You are restrained, so these are with disadvantage.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Okay. So it'd be plus...
Misses.
Appropriate for the situation he's in.
Yeah. Ooh.
Plus... I think it's plus 9. I'll just double check. It's 8. So 17?
17. That will hit.
Woo! And this thing's not bloodied, so I don't get the additional bullshit. 3 plus 4 points of damage, so 7 points of stabbing damage.
Piercing damage. Okay. It is not resistant. As you otherwise take wild swings with it, you manage to, after just waving above you in an attempt to hit it, you otherwise cut into a portion of its chitin as it will be taking its go.
Nice help!
Okay, so we have
Thumbs up.
Mortar, Romulus, Vinny, Kirv, and then Cat. And I can put these all down, and I can move these 2 into place quite happily in a row. Right. So, it is going to use, or is going to make 2 claw attacks with advantage because you are restrained.
That sounds about right.
So, that is a dirty 20.
Hits.
And then a better than that 23. So, 15 points of slashing damage and then another 15 points of slashing damage. I rolled very good on those.
Ooh.
So 30
So I'll
slashing
just put that
damage.
Down as 30 points of damage.
Yeah, as it otherwise
that
reaches
Mortar
down
is
with its two claws, it grabs either side of you and begins to tear sections of skin and flesh off of you, otherwise scattering them to either side. And as a bonus action, as it has you tethered, it gets to make a bite attack, which is a 24 to hit. This does less damage. So that does 7 points of piercing damage. And it gains 7 temporary hit points. As it begins to drain a portion of your life force from you, otherwise its mouth, otherwise wrapped around your shoulder, almost pulling the blood from your body. As that will end its turn. It has no reason to do anything. Romulus, you are no longer surprised. Vinny, you are no longer surprised. The one attacking Kirv.
Hooray!
2 attacks with its claws.
Mm-hmm.
First one is a 18. Second one is an 11. So I assume 18 hits?
Oh, I thought that was the damage. Sorry.
Oh no, that's the hit.
18 does hit.
Okay.
Oh, that comes later.
So
Yeah.
you take 12 points of slashing damage, and then the other attack on the 11 I assume misses.
It misses, yeah.
Okay, then it's going to make a bite attack as its bonus action, which is another 18 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 8 points of piercing damage, and it gains 8 temporary hit points.
Fuck.
Okay, that ends its go. Cat, you are no... Oh no. Kirv, you are up. And Cat, you are no longer surprised.
Is this counted as like a beast, like an animal?
It looks more like an undead by the looks of it.
I don't know. I'm looking at it. It kind of looks like a scorpion.
If you want to try and talk to it with beast speech, I'm not going to stop you.
Oh, God.
It certainly feels like a fucking scorpion. What are we tethered by? Sorry, you mentioned that we were tethered?
Yes. So where this is very much a large arachnid-like creature, very much like a scorpion, but in place of where the scorpion tail would be, there is a otherwise going underneath its body, or no, sorry, over the top of its body or underneath, depending on what it wants to do, is a large, almost, I would call it this almost bulbous sack with a harpoon like shard of bone, which it has shot and hit both of you, and then pulled you both towards it, hoisting you up into the air.
Oh God, no!
Yep, for the first and last time.
this thing is boning me.
All right.
Won't stop.
And
I
if
do
it
not
drops me, am I?
consent.
If it drops me, am I falling into the pit?
And you'll get a number of rounds before you hit the bottom.
Well, that's
Sounds
not
like a
good.
plan.
Did I just hear someone mutter, "I didn't bring Featherfall"?
No!
Ah, wonderful.
If I'm not mistaken, that's 500 of feet of falling per round, right?
With how I have it set up, it ramps up. So it starts at 60,
Okay.
then it goes up to 120, then 180, and then it hits terminal velocity a
Okay.
few rounds in, yeah.
Okay, okay. So Kirv, she can just about see what's beneath her, this black pit.
Yep.
She has no idea how far down it is, but
You're
she
back.
knows that she doesn't want to be down there.
Mm-hmm.
And as she looks around, she
Yummy.
sees Mortar, and then an idea strikes in her head. She thinks, well, if he can do it, it can't be that difficult. And so Kirv will cast Levitate.
Okay. Affecting who?
Myself.
Okay. So you
Good
are
luck,
now.
Mortar.
So you are now levitating. You are still
means at
harpooned
least-
to the creature.
Yes, but if I'm dropped, if someone else attacks the creature and the creature lets go of me, I'm not falling to my death.
Levitate is concentration, I believe.
I believe so. Where would it say? Sorry.
It should be next
Oh,
to the
C
spell.
for concentration.
Yeah.
Yep, concentration.
Okay.
It does take up my action, and I can only do it on self, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that was your action.
'Cause I'm not taking this guy down.
Okay. Do you have anything for your bonus action you wish to do?
Well, that is all my spell slots now. Hey, I might as well try talking to it if it can hear me and understand me.
It really seems
Hey.
like a conversation.
Hey, you think you might let me go?
Poor persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh,
I love the fact there's even a chance this could
Yeah,
work.
I
Hey,
am
look!
also
There's
like,
a chance.
She can speak
There's a
with
chance.
bee speech. You can do speak
That's
with animals.
213.
It isn't undead,
Sorry,
but it
sorry, she cast
understands.
Sorry, she cast beast speech. Oh, I didn't catch that bit.
Oh
well,
no, she,
I always have
she
bee
always
speech.
has it active because of one of her
Oh,
invocations.
sick.
Agricultural, bro.
Okay, so how much is that for your persuasion?
Yeah, sure.
Persuasion, that will be the 13 plus 8.
Agriculture, emphasis on the
Okay.
cult.
21.
Emphasis on the culture.
You
That's not true. I've seen you try and eat food.
The weapon's called murder.
You otherwise ask
Uses
it.
a knife and fork on pizza. Monstrous.
You otherwise ask it to let you go, and in this moment you're like, "Come on, please let me go." And then it looks at you, and you see a look in its eyes that you have seen before. It's hungry. You understand. It's not going to let
yeah.
you go. Even
I
though
love
it
how
may not
Crit- like, you
benefit
in
as
this
an
moment, you
undead.
empathize. You're just there like, oh man, I get it.
I get it, man. You're hungry.
It's the life
I get
cycle,
it, man.
right?
All right, Cat, you're no longer surprised. Mortar, you're on deck.
So I was very much shocked at this moment, but kind of like it's been like thrashed around and everything. Like things are not looking good for him. It's a big pit though. Mortar has a terrible idea.
Go
I
on.
do need help here.
Need help here?
I am
think I
very
have my
close
own?
to 1 digit.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Is it?
That's not fantastic. That's bad.
So I can do something that would be really bad.
You're gonna shoot
Would be
Kirv.
bad for you.
Oh,
No, well, I can put her out of her misery, I guess. Like, it's like, oh man, she's trying to empathize. She's working
I'm
with
just
the
a-
enemy.
how long does levitate last after I'm dead?
It's concentration, it drops immediately.
Well, isn't it something like the brain carries on for like 7 minutes after you die? Isn't that a thing?
True, but concentration is like trying to focus on a task.
It's
Alright,
like
so
writing your
Kirv
book
is
before you're dead.
incredibly fucked up. I guess would Mortar notice that with his current situation, or
Blood is probably
or
dripping
can I
down
just have
into the
that?
pit from me.
I would say you both know each other are probably messed up by these series of attacks. These creatures caught you by surprise. They were very prepared to take you lot down. And by the looks of it, you're both very badly injured. I don't know how much you're on Mortar, but I assume you're getting low as well.
I'm very badly hurt.
Yeah.
I am very badly hurt.
The two of you know that you are both
okay.
injured.
Against his better nature of trying to look after himself, Mortar's going to change his... he's going to holster his blades, and he's going to pull out Black Scorpion, and he's going to let Scorpion have it. Or Ruined Spider have it.
Okay.
After bonus actioning Favored Foe. Oh no, I can only do that after I've made
Your
an
attack. Yep.
Okay.
And the attack has to hit, which you have to make with disadvantage because you're in melee and you're restrained.
Correct.
Not that it stacks.
I was going to have to make it. Yeah, I was going to have to make it with disadvantage anyway. So
Mhm.
let's see. But I have a good modifier. So yes,
will hit.
21. Perfect. So that would be a D8 plus 5 psychic damage. Oh, 11 points of psychic.
11 points of psychic, and that's versus this one? Or is that versus
No,
Kirv's
against
one?
Kirv's one.
Okay.
Against Kirv's one.
Okay.
Against his better nature, he's trying to deal with Kirv's one first, seeing Kirv is incredibly fucked up.
Okay.
And he is going to then Favored Foe. It's a
Okay.
bonus action on the green one. And he's going to roll again. With disadvantage. Again, that's like 24.
That hits.
So that would be a d6.
Or D8
Oh,
with
good roll. So that's 10 plus
3, 13 damage.
13. So 13 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Yeah, more starts being flailed around kind of here, there, and everywhere, and as like he's being kind of brought in and being bitten and eaten by this creature, he almost over the shoulder kind of like lines it up while being thrashed around, just starts shooting, shoots twice, hitting this creature. Going, I hope that helps somewhat, because there's nothing else I can do.
There is genuine gratitude in Kirv's face. She will remember this.
Okay.
Mortar screams as he gets eaten again.
Oh, yes. Yes, this is true. So,
He's just there like, I hope it was worth it. Friendship sucks.
Aw.
so
That's the end of my turn.
That's beautiful.
this is where it's going to get interesting. So, first attack with advantage. 25 to hit.
Oh.
It's
Mortar, you take 10 points of slashing damage.
a fucker. I wish a bitch would.
Are you down?
Okay, 10 points. No, not yet. I'm at 22.
Second
Oh.
attack. Dirty 20 to hit.
Oh,
Hits.
Take another 10 points of slashing damage.
12.
And it's going to bite.
fuck.
That's a 10.
Oh.
Oh.
Praise be.
I live!
Make me 2 concentration checks for
What's
your
that?
hunter's mark, please, or favoured foe. As it otherwise
Yeah,
tears
my
its claws into you, beginning to otherwise peel more of your skin off, you begin to feel almost the pain taking hold. Yet with your 2 attacks that you made, you feel as though your gun is reveling in the pain. And in this instance, you feel no regret for turning your attention elsewhere. Your self-preservation disseminating.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So first one, fine.
Okay, so 18 plus stuff.
DC for both of these is 10. Oh yeah, you're
18, perfect.
easy. You make it to you otherwise maintain concentration. The pain helping you concentrate and focus in this moment. As it goes to bite into you, you get it otherwise pulls its mouth back, almost as in hesitation for some reason, but you do not know why. Romulus, you are up. You are on the ground. The immovable rod has just been activated, allowing these other two to come through. But right now, you and Vinny are blocking their entrance, and you can hear the sound of your companions being eaten and torn apart.
Okay. I know that Mortar can teleport, don't I?
Yes.
See me do it.
Okay, in that case,
For reference, by the way.
to my knowledge, I've never seen Kirv teleport, right?
To your
Levitate?
knowledge.
Oh, teleport.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right. How? 40 foot up.
Yep. They are on the ceiling of this chamber, which...
Okay, so...
And the other two are dangling about 35 feet above. Well, Kirv is about 40 feet above the stairs. Mortar, if he were to be dropped, is about 60 feet above the stairs. And if they were to be dropped into the pit, they would take a indeterminate amount of damage from the non-visible way down, which, as far as you can tell, because you haven't had any light so far, is at the very least 60 to 100 feet.
Right. Okay, that's fine then. So, if I Giant's Might, I become approximately 14 to 15 foot tall, correct?
Correct.
I have a 10-foot reach with my weapon.
So you'd be able to get to 25 feet up.
25 feet up. If I jump, could I attack
You can
this one?
If you jump,
The-
you
the
are able
one-
to expend both of your attacks for one attack. If you action surge, you can make 2 attacks.
Okay. And what are these things held up in the air by?
They are currently, seemingly, clinging on to the wall that they are on.
Mm-hmm. Clinging onto the wall that they're on. Okay. Which wall? The one on the back, or like when you say wall,
The ceiling.
Like, it's
So right now the
Ceiling.
walls go up, and then it reaches what used to be perhaps a ceiling or some form of level, and then it reaches natural cavern, which goes into almost this funnel or chimney shape that goes up to a crack in the ceiling. But along kind of the diagonal angles, they are sat on or standing or hooked in place upside down on one of those.
Sorry, BRB.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
The insides are nearly on my outsides.
But to my knowledge, you might be able to teleport out on your turn.
This is true.
That's my. Also, you're higher up, which is the problem.
Yeah, go for it.
Because
Go for it. Take care of Kirv.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm
No.
Really sorry.
No. You do what you gotta do, man. I completely
Okay.
respect it.
It's fine.
Love it.
Cat has plenty of revivifiers available.
Well, I've got one.
Yes.
No, you have
I'm
more.
about to fall into a bottomless pit, dude.
Remember, you
Yeah,
have
I
one
think-
that you have made, and then you have Terrador, you have Cinder, and you have Treladex.
Look, I have got more than that. I'm not using my elementals, but
Well,
I
what
have
if you
got
have to?
Romulus's gems.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I think generally the corpse has to be vaguely in one piece for a fight.
This is true. And if it's who knows how far down in the chamber, you might not get to it in time.
Yeah, like
Blood smear.
with
Yeah.
a big hole taken out of it is one thing. Distributed over a 10 to 15 square foot area.
It's going to require a little bit of
is quite
collecting.
another.
Investigation checks to put the body back together.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Revivify targets a corpse, not chunky marinara.
And you know Mortar's the most disgusting marinara you ever would have had. It's the worst.
Okay, so the only option I can reasonably see is trying to hit this one. I'm gonna try. Am I able to swap to using stagger?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Cool. Because this is an undead, but it appears to have a physical form, so it shouldn't be more or less effective than the Ghost Steel Halberd, to my knowledge.
To your knowledge.
And I'm not necessarily wanting to cut this thing as much as I am wanting to yeet this thing. That was a good one, thank you. Very well done, Simon, on that one. Chunky marinara, beautiful. I'm going to try and leap off of the banister here to get a little bit of a leg up even
so
further.
And you were Giant's Mighting, you said?
A Giant's Mighting on the way over, yeah.
Okay. Giant smiting, you
Like we never
run up, doubling in size as you put your foot onto the railing. You leap upwards and you get to make your attack.
Isn't this thing about the same size now?
Yeah.
That's so sick.
And I'm going to
Thor
be.
versus Spike.
So I'm going to need your knowledge here, Chris.
Mhm.
I am essentially trying to dislodge this thing and save Kirv rather than try and deal damage. Like
It's
I'm trying
currently-
to knock the.
Currently, there is a harpoon that has gone through a portion of her. It's probably this large barb, but it would be attached to the head of the tail. If you want to attack the tail, which means that you aren't doing damage to the core creature, you can disable the weapon, counting it as a quote-unquote disarming attack.
I think that's the best option I have because saving Kirv has to be the priority.
Okay. Then go ahead and make your attack. The AC for the creature, as this is targeting a specific part of its body, does go up. It goes up by an indeterminate amount, anywhere between 2 and 5.
Can you tell me, is the amount of damage I deal going to be affecting how effective this is? I.e., if I deal more damage, will it be more likely to come off, or do I just have to hit and try and do that, and then we just sort of see where we go?
Let's put it like this, because usually this would, because it's not going to do damage directly to the creature necessarily, this is just going to be disabling its weapon. I will say 10 damage, you will dislodge the weapon. Anything under 10 damage, you will just do damage to the creature, I'll say, instead of actually hitting the target. 10 damage, you will hit and dislodge it, meaning that Kirv will no longer be grappled or restrained. 20 or over, you will disable the weapon permanently, and it will dislodge Kirv from the grapple and restraint, and I will then also allow you to have a reaction to grab Kirv.
Although I will be levitating, so can that give
This is
advantage to
true.
that?
So actually, that would mean that you'd just be able to fall and then float above the rest of this, and it won't get an attack opportunity. So I will allow that either way.
Cool.
So you're
Alright,
looking
in
at
that
doing
case-
damage of 10 or 20, or / over, sorry. But 10 would mean you save Kirv, 20 is the best outcome.
Right, I'm doing 2d6 plus how much damage is stagger?
Plus
2d6
D6 for
plus
Giant
7,
Smite.
that's already plus d6 for Giant Smite. But if I want to guarantee the 20, I'd run the risk of not hitting it. Yeah, but I lose out on accuracy if I Weapon Master.
You can always Reckless as
it
well,
would
I
still
will
be a
allow
pl-
that.
Yeah,
Great
I'm going
Weapons,
to I'm going to Great Weapon Master because it's a -4, but it's already a +10 because stagger's really fucking good. So it's still a +6. Yeah, and I'm recklessing it.
Big roll.
Okay, Reckless,
rolls.
Great Weapon Master, big rolls. Let's do this.
Come on, here we go.
Yeah.
And worst case scenario,
Give us the
I will
big
allow you
rolls.
to action surge to make a second attack if this one fails.
Come on, big money, big money, big money, big money.
Come on.
That is a 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 just hits
20.
versus the increased AC of this.
I believe I get to roll these twice, actually. I forgot about that because it's
Yep,
stagger.
because it's stagger. Yeah, so re-roll the 2 and the 3 because we're not going to re-roll the 6 because there's no point.
That's valid.
So 3 and 5. So we'll take the new rolls. So we are looking at 14 plus 8, which is 22 plus 7. Okay. So
29.
7, which is 29. I will say, because you hit the 20 threshold, you will do 9 damage to the creature, and you will disable
Hell
its
yes.
harpoon for the remainder of this fight. /day / long living existence, or not so long living existence.
Not so
And-
long unliving existence.
Yeah. And Kirv, due to your levitation, you otherwise fall down. I will say with Romulus's help, you are otherwise guided to about, I'll say, 5 feet
Into
off of the
the
ground
pit.
here.
I'll
Right
say
where
you
you
in-
placed me, right in the pit.
Yep. Okay, and you are hovering just here. As Romulus leaps up with the large haft blade, swings it ahead in almost this wild swing. Kirv, you're worried you're going to get hit by this as the blade cuts overhead, severing the harpoon from the creature's tail. And in this moment, it otherwise shrieks, otherwise beginning to move backwards as you otherwise fall. Romulus grabbing your hand, and with the levitation, guides you down. down
Because
to the
of
ground
levitation,
next to
can I
him.
keep my reaction, or does that cost
Oh
my
yeah,
reaction
no,
still?
that's fine. I'll say because with the levitation, it wouldn't have mattered. So I'll say
Cool.
you can keep your reaction, as it otherwise
Thanks,
screeches and pulls back in this moment, letting out this otherwise visceral screech towards you, as its tail is no longer active.
Thank you very much, Harlan.
No worries.
Okay.
I got you.
So that is
Now,
your.
Mortar.
That's your 2 attacks,
Walk over
some
there.
of your movement, and your bonus action for Giant's Might. So do you want to try that again, moving over and using your action surge to make an attack against this one, or you saving it?
I look at Mortar, and I see that Mortar's in a really bad fucking place.
I think something you would also note with Mortar is that he's completely focused not on the fact that he's getting absolutely beaten the shit out of, but he's completely focused on Kirv's one. Like, unerring focus. Like, razor sharp, just leveling his gun, just lining up his next shot, as if he's got all the time in the world. Bleeding profusely.
I'm gonna make sure you get that time. Action surge.
Okay. Action surge, you run up and you try to do it again. Go ahead and make me another attack. This
I
one.
want you to understand, like this is hilariously cool parkour happening here for a giant
Oh, I agree.
fucking Minotaur.
Oh yeah.
It's uncanny how agile, like Spider-Man, this giant Minotaur is being.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Very
These
sexy,
railings
very
are
sexy.
made of thick stone. So as Romulus otherwise rushes over, leaps off of the second one, making another overhead swing, you still have
I
Reckless.
will say, on this one, I'm not going to be using Great Weapon Master.
Okay. Keep in mind you do not get the bonus d6 from Giant's Might. So if you hit under 10, you will not
yeah.
you will not free Mortar.
Okay, under 10, that's very unlikely to happen. I'm pretty much guaranteed to get the 10
Yep.
if I hit, but I need to hit, and I can't run the risk of a 14 not appearing.
That's fair.
So yeah, I would much rather guarantee getting you out than permanently, defending against this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh yeah, so
With
that
the plus
becomes 20
4,
because
that becomes 20.
if I
Yeah.
if I hadn't done that,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna reroll
It would
those.
be a 4 and
fucking
6. So
done, dude.
10
Well
plus.
10 plus 7.
So 17. Okay.
17. Do I have any other bullshit I can add to this? I don't think. I think 17 is all I can do.
Okay.
It just gets Mortar out.
So it does 7 damage to the creature, and Mortar is let go of. So Mortar,
Yeah.
at the beginning of your turn, you will fall, unless Romulus wishes to use his reaction now to catch
I will
Mortar.
use my reaction to catch Mortar.
Okay, where would you like to maneuver him within range? And I'll say, make me an athletics check. Make it with advantage because of
You
your
just-
Giant's Might.
You just
But-
overarm throw him even harder into the chasm.
I will say you will catch Mortar. If you roll low, you will either let go of Mortar or you will dislocate his arm in swinging him over your head.
I'm
to get
pretty
him back to
sure
land.
I'm good
Yeah,
with
he's
a. What is that, like 27 or something?
That's fine. Place him
Um,
within 5 feet
where
of
do
you,
you-
I'll say.
Within 5 feet of me. What is Mortar aiming at?
This one.
Also, I was aiming at the green one.
In that case, I'm moving Mortar over to here. So you should have a clear sight line, but is no longer next. But like, I'm the closest
Thanks.
thing
Yep.
for this one
Yep,
to hit,
absolutely.
and this one over here will probably be going for either me or Kirv, and I am the biggest threat, and I have just attacked it.
Okay,
So
Thanks.
I'm hoping. If I can actually, maybe I'll move you back here.
that's fine.
Oh wait, no, that's blocking the way.
Yeah.
Ta-
Wherever,
is it
honestly,
possible-
wherever, man.
Yeet
I
into
don't
the
mind.
pit.
Like wherever you want. In fact, actually, get me the other side nearer to the red scorpion. The reason being is so that way Cat
Can
and
I-
Vinny can make their way through.
Can I maneuver? Can I maneuver Mortar downwards gently to try and get him sat down?
The
there?
stairs down
Down the
there are
stairs, like
20
down the
foot
stairs.
below. So you will be dropping
maybe
him
slightly
somewhere.
up here.
If you're going to be, if you
I-
wanted to
I
put
use
him
my
on this
reaction
upper
to
area,
make-
that's fine. Because there is room
Okay,
underneath.
could I?
Kirv.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. Because
That's-
at least
that's
then you're
absolutely
within
perfect.
5 feet of me.
Yeah, I
yeah.
agree with that. Yeah, that's perfect.
Hey, there.
I can't
Close
do
enough.
anything with that
We-
5 feet because I've used my reaction. But my
Still.
hope is that because you're a
Glare
bit lower
menacingly.
down, you might be able to like get some cover from it because it's coming
I
from
love
above
it.
and you're coming from below, so you can sort of like
I love it.
scamper away a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. end of your go. Vinny, you are up as you watch as this display of Romulus's adrenaline kicking in as he rushes forward, leaps up, frees Kirv, and then lands, and with almost no hesitation swivels on one hoof, turns, jumps onto the next railing, and slices Mortar free before landing him in between the corner railing right on the edge of the pit, before landing back down, holding the Hathblade aloft in presentation. What do you do to top that?
I mean, I do think. Okay, Vinny, I gotta ask one question. What does Vinny think seeing this? Like, I gotta hear exactly what Vinny thinks.
How aroused is Vinny right now?
Vinny, who has been doing like jumps and flips and unnecessary acrobatics this whole time, is like on the edge of tears. I'm so proud.
Awesome. Romulus like pirouettes at the end of it and everything.
Yeah, but how do you top that, Vinny?
Ow.
I think you'd have to backflip over the entire chasm twice.
Honestly, this should be a show. Like, bring it. Do your worst. Man.
I am not doing a ballet or a backflip. That'll end badly for me.
Don't lie to yourself, Jamie. Of course you are.
Can't do a kickflip over this chasm.
That's a lot of weight to try and get over a hole.
Mortar's backflip is going to result in a splash damage from the audience of all his organs going everywhere.
Gotta love that chunky marinara.
Yeah, do I actually have the reach to hit these things? I don't think so.
I mean, if you have your short bow, don't you? Quicksilver bow?
I have my bow, yeah. So that's gonna have to be it. Would have been very cool to jump up and like thunder wave.
Oh, that would be so cool!
Thunderwave is a range of 15 feet?
Yeah. So I don't think there's any way that's gonna
No,
reach.
it would be slightly too far up, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'd have to jump up and then up the railing, and then even then it would fall on the ground from what I understand. They're not standing above the pit.
Not yet. Wait till my next turn. Are you familiar with the German suplex?
Just ripping them off of them.
That would be awesome.
That would be cool.
Tombstone!
Okay, right.
It's the tombstone! Oh, driver!
I'm operating under the assumption that the dragon can probably do something. So I'm going to get out of the way.
All assume that. That was our mistake.
Yeah, well... how many arrows?
God, it's times like this I wish Slipinator was here.
He'd be amazing in this situation.
No.
Oh.
I cast grease on them. They fall and die.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just like perfectly places the grease so they slide all the way down the
Hey,
stairs.
look, I can respect a good grease spell. I have used it several times to ruin campaigns. I can respect the hustle.
Yeah, sliding down the stairs, like hitting their head on every one, taking 1 damage
That's
each
hilarious.
time. From like 100-foot fall. Just a
Best way to be
perfect
a BB.
Minecraft damage noise every time.
So there's invulnerability frames in between, but it doesn't matter.
There's so many that it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Alright. So, you otherwise rush up out of the way to give room for Trollodex and maybe Terrador. Probably not Terrador.
Possibly. Yeah, while drawing my bow.
Okay.
This one seems better positioned to attack the people who are vulnerable, which includes me.
Yeah, if you can
and
deal with
this
the
one had
red
its-
one at all, I would appreciate. Wait, no, red one, green one, sorry.
green one. Yeah, this one's the one that has tail cut off, right?
Yes, the harpoon has been cut off, so it cannot use it. This one has just been knocked free and returned back through Mortar, which hasn't done an extra damage, notably, has just returned to sender.
Yeah.
It's more of a spike than a proper...
Yes,
like,
than a proper
harpoon.
barb, yeah. It was mainly using its claws to hold someone in place.
Yes, I unfortunately do not have a way to sneak attack on this. But yeah, I'm going to fire with my short bow while this thing is already injured.
Okay, go ahead and make me the attack roll. Oh, also, Romulus, can you roll me a dex save? I'll say with advantage, unless you don't care. There is an urn underneath your character. If you want to break it on landing, that's fine. If not, make a dex save. I don't particularly care either way. This is more just for thematics.
I feel like with my dexterousness of all of this, it would be a bit sad if I broke it, so I'm going to try.
No. With advantage, that's...
Yeah.
You land perfectly on, like, one leg.
Just
And then, like, it's
the lid
then
just collapses
the
inwards.
Stomp down on it.
Yeah.
It's like those videos
I know
one of those pressure crushers. It's like one of those videos just in slow motion. We just watches Romulus. Yeah, hydraulic press. As Romulus just crushes the top of the urn, it folds inwards and then spills out the bottom. Okay, so what was the attack there, Vinny?
A 19.
That will hit.
A hit for 10 piercing damage.
10 piercing damage, nice. And this was versus the green one?
So that's the green one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they have like big, like bulbous areas around the where the tail is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So assuming that's already wounded, I'm going to be going for that.
Yeah. You otherwise fire one of the arrows upwards. It slides between two bits of old carapace and sinks into what sounds to be almost like churned flesh underneath as it digs into it.
Nice.
Is that your turn?
No, because I can attack with a bonus action. The Quicksilver.
Oh yes, that's right.
It's a fun one. So I'm going to fire a second arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Aiming for a similar weak point. I know this isn't going to do a ton of total damage, so I'm just trying to...
Damage is damage.
Get what you can in. Yeah. That will hit again, and that will do how much damage?
Better attack, but less. That is 8 piercing.
8 piercing damage. Okay, still good. You otherwise take these 2 shots, each one landing and otherwise causing bits of its tail to not be able to curl, making it a bit more difficult. You can see the creature is heavily wounded. It's still got a bit of fight left in it, but it's taken some blows. Okay. End of your go. It
did have its tail cut off. It can't be happy.
No, it's not happy at all. It is going to spend, because it has a movement speed of 30 feet, it is going to dash in order to be on the wall just above here next to you, Vinny. As it has nobody grabbed, it has nothing it can do for its bonus action, so that will be the end of its turn.
Okay.
Kirv, you are up.
Okay.
Without its grapple, it's too far away to do much.
I will be doing a Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 2.
Which one are you targeting?
The green one.
Green one? Okay. Go ahead and make me 2 attacks. These do the 1d10s. Yeah. Just going to separate these up. There we go. Okay. Both hit. Doing 6 plus what damage is this?
1d10 plus 4 force damage.
Okay, so that is 10 force damage on that first one, and then the second one is 5 points of force damage. Okay. You fire the 2 Eldritch Blasts towards it, each one otherwise cracking against portions of the shell and chitin as it's beginning to break apart. It is looking mighty hurt.
Mm-hmm. I'm also going to lightly drift over to the left. Will I still be high enough that these 2 can get through?
I'll say you can crawl across the ceiling. I'll allow it, because the ceiling is about 10, 15 foot high here, so you crawl across the ceiling to otherwise keep out of their way.
Leave me, fellow bug victim.
Okay. Is that the end of your go?
There's little I can do for you.
Technically, they're arachnids.
All right.
I don't give a fuck.
Cat. Speaking of arachnids, Cat, your go.
Entomology and etymology are very important.
I just
Blah,
hope you know
blah,
cat
blah,
is not an
they explain the
arachnid.
same.
Holy crap. I am going to move to here so I can, well, move as close to this railing as I can so Trolodex can get out.
Yep.
And me and Trolodex are going to attack the red spider in complement.
Okay.
So
That red spider.
he's gonna move. He will attack after I've attacked.
What
going
is
to use
Trolodex's
Spike
movement
Rupture.
speed?
50 flying.
50 flying. So Trolodex going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So would be here and would only be 30 feet up. As a note compared to what would be required.
That's not too much for a...
What's the reach on Trolodex's weapon?
Trolodex's attack, give me 1 second.
Because if it's 5 feet, Trolodex cannot.
10 feet.
Oh,
10 feet melee.
then that's fine. Trolodex is just within melee
Alright.
range.
Sweet, okay, well, I mean, I'm hopefully bringing the spider to him, so... I am going to cast Spike Rupture. I
Okay.
need a dex save.
Hey, they're decent at these. Hey, I rolled poorly. That's a 15.
It fails, so it takes
No, 16.
5...
Does that change it?
Still fails, it's
Alright,
17
cool.
it needed to make.
That's fine.
Spike Rupture is 5d12 bludgeoning damage, and it's pushed 15 foot. As it is pushed 15 foot, Trolodex is going to slam it into the floor with his 2 attacks.
Alright.
That's so sick.
Yeah, give me the damage roll for that. Also roll me for wild magic at the same time.
I will, I'll do the wild magic now.
This has been a fight of like pop off moments. Like,
Okay,
people
we're
have been
good for that.
popping off in this.
Yep,
The
no wild magic.
5d12 is 37.
Wow, okay, yeah, that thing's having a bad day.
And then Trolodex's 2 attacks.
Go for it.
I'll make them here. Plus 9,
They both hit.
so 19, and that is
2d6 plus 18. 8 plus 18 is 26. Its remaining 25 hit points are brought to 0 as you otherwise create this spike rupture from the ceiling as the spike pushes towards it and launches it into the air as it loses grip. Trolodex spirals upwards, grabs it, and brings it down to the ground. As Romulus, you watch as Trolodex pushes this large scorpion creature that begins to try and snip in a frenzy towards Trolodex. Before the creature, there is this shattering smash sound, and you watch as gore spills down the stairs from one half of it, the other half scattered onto the stone above and next to the railing just at your feet, Romulus. As this one is gone.
And
Hell
as a
yeah.
bonus action, Cat gives a thumbs up to Trolodex, and I'm going back here.
Okay, and Pterodor is going to stand in the doorway and act defensive because unfortunately Pterodor can't do anything.
Yeah, no, that's as much as he can.
Pterodor's going to stand there and be defensive. Okay.
Yep.
End of your go. Mortar, you are up. You have just watched one of these scorpions be absolutely decimated by the combo of Cat and Trolodex in this moment. And you know that the green one, your target, is all that's left, and it looks pretty weak.
Mortar will grab hold of the railing, kind of feeling his blood is rapidly draining from his body, and he'll go, "That ain't fair. You guys have done so much work. Let me put a little bit in." Whew. And he will line up his shot, and he's going to use his action and bonus action to shoot.
Okay. Go ahead and make me 2 attacks. Hits.
Yeah.
19.
19.
Hits.
Okay, so with Black Scorpion, do the first damage first. Is 3 plus 5
Is 8.
8 plus a d4.
Okay.
It's 3, so 11.
Yep. And then the second
And
damage.
the second damage. That is 7 points of damage. I don't get the favored foe again for that same attack.
No. Describe to me how you kill it.
Mortar grabs hold of the massive stone rail, and he kind of looks around at the crazy display of like his friends popping off, and he kind of grins to himself and goes, "Maybe I didn't make a right choice."
Mhm.
And he raises his gun shakily, and it's just going to blast. It's going to destroy the abdomen, and then the last one's just going to blast into his face, detonate it from the inside out.
Okay. You watch as the large ruined spider otherwise explodes from the inside, gore spittling everywhere, Vinny kind of deftly cutting bits of it out the air to stop himself from being covered, as it otherwise splatters across the nearby area, but is thoroughly destroyed. And the rest of you hold your breath momentarily as you hope that the combat is over. A few seconds pass. Quiet begins to take hold. And there doesn't seem to be any more imminent threat.
Woo!
Mortar just falls onto his ass, just holding his stomach, trying to keep his guts in his body.
Ew.
Kirv will slowly levitate back to the ground and stop concentrating on it.
Okay.
Whee!
Right, well done, everyone.
Oh, good.
That could have gone better. But are we lived to tell the tale?
I think it could have gone worse, honestly. Dispersing out between his fingers.
No one is dead other than the things we want dead, although they were already dead.
Looking around, is there anything in particular that it seems to be of worth in here, like anything worth looking into? Because I can't help but think that, these are tombs here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether it's a good or a bad idea to break out into the sarcophagi.
It feels a little disrespectful.
I'm just going to look around this place, like they have tried to kill us.
Yeah.
And we're already doing some really fucked up shit.
What's
I mean, I feel...
what are these things on top of the sarcophagi?
Candles, but none of them are lit.
Ah, okay.
Probably we should just keep moving. Fred
Yeah.
probably doesn't have that long if she's still here.
Especially
Save
if they
the
know
loot
we're
for
coming. We could have pushed their plans further forward. I think we should just get to...
How is everyone holding
Mortar
up? Do we want to take a
Mortar
second?
in this discussion is beginning to like wrap and bandage himself up and everything, trying to like staunch the wounds.
I'm probably not going to be able to pull off something like that again, but I can keep fighting.
How long does
That was
Giant
pretty
Smoke last?
intense.
Last a minute.
Okay, so you would shrink back to size. Cool.
I mean, I'm one hit away from going down, guys.
Oh.
Won't lie, I think I might be as well. But I'm down to keep moving if anybody else is.
We need to be quick, but if we're going to benefit from resting briefly, I think I think we could lose time in the long run by rushing.
I've got a spare healing potion.
Let's go.
Oh, come on. You already saved me from the... whatever the hell that was. You take
Okay.
the healing potion.
How many hit points are you on, Kirv?
11.
How many hit points are you on, Mortar?
I have one more than Kirv.
How many hit dice do people have as well? Because we can
I have
take a
0.
short rest.
Yeah, Mortar hasn't got any.
I had to use
Mortar,
all of
drink
mine.
the fucking potion.
Mortar is literally forced force-fed a potion.
Kirv, how many
does it
do you
do?
have?
I see that I have the max hit count currently, but I don't know how many that is.
Did you get hit in the last combat? Not the sorry. In the last session when you were fighting the old Watcher.
Watched this
I
yesterday.
don't think so.
I don't think she did. She stayed at a range. The one that would have gotten her got banished by Cat. She made it into the church and then stayed at a distance for the most part until she got into melee with the Groundskeeper.
Yeah,
Don't think
Kirv
she's
was
any
Yeah.
safe.
So in which case, yeah, you'd still have your max because you didn't get hit. So you have hit dice to heal over a short rest if you want to.
But I do not remember how much my maximum is.
Oh, your maximum hit
Your
dice
level.
is your level. So it should be
Wants
nine.
to be a D8, right?
Yeah. So
So
you'd
it's
have
9
9 d8s to use for
Ah.
healing plus your con mod for each.
Plus,
Yeah. You'd also get all your spell slots back. If you did
Yeah.
short rest.
You get your spell slots back.
That's
You'd
huge.
also get some healing from Song of Rest and Romulus's Chef Feat.
So are we
you,
resting right now?
if the party wants to.
I mean, I don't mind. I haven't taken any damage. Though, Chris, just for the sake of thing, does Terador have access to anything like hit die or what have you?
No.
Or can I heal him?
No,
With
he.
something.
Your elementals, as part of them being so strong, is they have to heal only over long rests.
Right, cool. No, that's good to know. I just wanted to double check.
Yep.
That's
sorry,
absolutely fine.
Harlan, how much does the potion give?
Just a normal one, I'm afraid. So what's that? 2d4 plus 2?
Yep, 2d4 plus 2.
Awesome, I'll take it. Thank you. So 6 plus 2. Awesome.
Not bad.
Okay.
Bad at all. I will absolutely take that. Thank you.
And if the party is taking a short rest, those with hit dice can spend it. You do not have to spend all of your hit dice, and given there's one short rest left, I'd recommend not using all of them if you can afford to leave some.
Honestly, we could probably save it because there's still a bunch of us who haven't really. Oh, then again, Kirv's like Kirv's got really hurt.
You have 2 available short rests. You don't know how far this dungeon goes. If you do want to use a short rest now, I'll say it'll be a team decision.
Maybe Kirv and I hang back, and then you guys kind of take the lead, and we try to push on a little bit further. Risky, but
It is risky. I'm injured. I can keep going though.
I hate to say it, I'm just 100% good.
Yeah, same.
I'm down
That's
a cloud
fine.
rune and stuff, but like
I don't know about you,
So-
Rebecca, but I'm happy to push on until like anyone else needs a short rest. But if you would like to, then we could absolutely do that.
Since it's just us two, yeah, I agree with the plan. We'll sort of try and keep out of the range of damage, keep back a bit.
Luckily, we do have ranged options, to be fair, so we're
Yes.
probably the 2 best ones to stay back anyway.
I would say both of you state right now that you are constantly using your actions to take the dodge action, just so that if anything sneaks up on you, it's less likely to hit. That
If we were-
valid?
I'm going to say no, because otherwise, technically, you'd take the dodge
What's that?
action every turn when it comes to in general. So attacks at the beginning of combat would always have disadvantage, both to and from, which doesn't make sense.
I'll say in character as well. I think Mortar's too fucked up to like move as quickly as he could, so I don't think he would be able to. Just in terms of being like a character thing. But
It's one of those that if you were
we'll
taking
be
the dodge action,
a lot more regularly.
yeah, it's one of those things of like if you start every combat assuming every player is taking the dodge action, then it means that there's no advantage to a surprise round because they're just always going to take the dodge
okay.
action. So
Mortar's going to, as like he sees how fucked up Kirv, he's going to put a hand on her shoulder and go, "Hold in there, buddy. We'll get through this together." And he's going to cast his last. He's going to use his last spell to cast Cure Wounds, first level, 1d8 plus 4 healing. So I'm out of everything now. So hopefully, at least that should put us on relatively even footing.
Would it be possible to at least have them like doing perception checks to try and make sure nothing's comes
Yeah.
up on them.
I'm going to be doing that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna be-
They're allowed to make
No,
checks
no,
and
but like
stuff.
specifically
It's-
state it before he drops another arachnid on us.
Oh no, that's fine. If you want to state that you're doing perception checks, that's fine. In this instance, I was playing against passive perception,
Yeah.
because the creatures were rolling stealth against the people who moved into the room. And it was just unfortunate that I happened to roll very well, and they have a good modifier for their stealth.
That's good. It's all good.
So how
Okay.
are everyone? How are you
Alright,
two
let's-
doing on health that are low now?
I'm on 20.
Give me a sec.
You want to use an elemental detonation with the heal rune, it would benefit everybody, I think, except for you and
I would say probably
Romulus.
save your resources until we really need it. Because you're like our big gun.
Remember, healing doesn't work on undead, so if they go
Exactly.
down, you can just pull that out, and it's not a downside for us.
No, that's
Absolutely.
fine. How's Kirv doing for healing?
I'm now
Okay.
currently up to 27.
Okay, Mortar, do me a favour. Get on
What's that?
Terrador.
Oh.
You what?
Get on Terrador.
As a general note,
And
these are
what's on-
carved stairs. If Terrador wishes to follow you down, because Terrador does not
Oh,
have a
God.
fly speed, Terrador will be making deck saves or falling to the bottom. And
Okay,
once he
when
falls,
we've-
you can't retrieve him.
Okay, when we've cleared the stairs, get on him, and then I'll instruct
I
Terrador
love
to
that.
intercept.
It's like you're climb on Terrador. It's going to be so safe. Kills a deck save, Mortar falls into the abyss. You lie.
No,
I mean, yeah.
When we've got flat terrain, get on Terrador, and I'll instruct Terrador to intercept to make sure Mortar doesn't die.
How are the ceilings high enough? I'm not going to get like impaled by like a random stalactite as like
No,
Terrador
no.
goes up.
No, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Wait until we get down thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
use the stairs like a normal human
Alright.
being.
Will
When
do.
it's safe
Will
to
do.
do so.
Okay,
Okay. Cool.
so are you going down the stairs?
Yes, if everyone else is.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not going on my own.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'll come down. But
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean-
if you have one of your summons take up the rear, and
Yeah,
the
I'll,
other one
I'll,
take the lead.
I'll
we can-
have Terrador at the back, protect, and as Treladex has got blind sight and dark vision, and heaven only knows what else, I'm going to have him going towards the front.
Okay. So, Treladex is at the front. Please put your marching order according from back all the way to front.
I will go with.
do you want me relatively near the front with someone protecting me so I can still do perception and still like look around? I flanked with someone.
I don't know if we want to risk that.
Just go to the back with Terrador.
Okay.
So as soon as you get onto flat terrain, you're safe.
Okay, I'll put Terrador here.
Okay, Treladex at the front. I will go.
Sorry, Mortar, I am moving you, so you're
I-
behind me.
I will go behind whoever goes
You're-
behind
No,
Treladex.
no, he'd be in front of you there.
Oh, fine.
Mortar's consistently
Yeah,
tripping
this is-
over
this
his
is
own
the
legs
back.
because they've forgotten how they work.
Yeah.
Just they're like, mother, son of a bitch.
Okay.
So who's going after the Treladex? Vinny or
Wait,
Romulus?
so it's Treladex first?
Treladex is first, because he can sense things that can't be seen, in case we get attacked by something that can't be seen.
So then
Um,
1,
and then-
2, 3 should be.
And I will go here.
Okay. Romulus and Vinny.
Give me just a moment. I think Romulus will be going as close to the front as possible. There's just no reason not to.
Okay.
There you go. Been escorted.
So, indeed. So, as you all begin to proceed down the stairs, looking down for what you can see that it keeps going. Even for your 120 foot of dark vision from Devil's Sight, it keeps going. You look down and you press on. Are you moving stealthily? Are you keeping eyes out? What are you doing while you are heading down these stairs?
Definitely keeping eyes out.
Okay.
I'm not sure if stealthy is possible with two
Yeah,
very
I think
large
let's move quick.
elementals.
We'll
I think we
see.
move quick.
I'll conjure some dancing lights, but I won't send them too far ahead of us.
Okay.
Maybe. Oh no, actually, yeah, we're more or less losing the. We've lost the element of surprise anyway. We might as well just go for it.
Probably. It's not been a quiet
But
encounter.
I will be
No.
using my. I'll be using as and when it's called for. Mortar would just like to perceive and constantly just be looking around, being very careful, trying to feed information to the group about what's going on. If he sees anything that looks incredibly out of the ordinary.
Okay. So, Mortar, make me a perception check. Anything else anybody's doing?
I will also be keeping an eye out, but more of the trying to see how far down things are and if anything is potentially coming up.
Okay, so make me a perception check as well, please. Anybody else want to do anything during this time? Or your travel downwards? Romulus, Vinny, Kirv, anything you'd like to do?
I would like to be... Just double checking something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have my hands on my weapons, ready to react. And I think I'm going to be attempting additional perception checks to basically see if something sneaks up on us.
Okay. I'll allow that. Go ahead. What? So Cat's looking forward, you're looking back, and Mortar's keeping a general look about. So that'll be perception checks used up for spotting enemies.
If someone
In
else
that
is better
case,
at
then.
perception, you can take it because I've got -1. I'm happy to investigate for traps.
I've got a +5, so perception's definitely more my deal.
Yeah,
If you were to do an investigation...
I'm
I've got a
happy
16
to investigate.
perception.
Okay. And Vinny?
Yeah, that being the case then, since I'm next to her anyway, I would like to help Cat investigate.
Okay.
For traps or mechanisms.
So
or...
you're checking for traps. Kirv, did you want to do
Magic or-
anything during this time?
I mean, I think everyone's got everything covered. Unless the group needs me to do something.
Just look fabulous.
Maybe, can you do detect magic, or can you do any arcana stuff?
Not with no
I don't.
spells currently.
No.
Mortar,
Oh,
just-
okay.
can you, like- sorry.
Sorry. I'll just say.
No, after you, please.
Romulus asks me to do that, and I'll just I'll nod pretending, and I'd like to do a performance check to show if I can make him think that that's what I'm doing.
Go for it.
Thank you.
I'll say performance or deception, your choice.
Deception.
Okay,
Probably.
those doing perception checks, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, and Cat, go ahead and make me investigation for traps with advantage.
With advantage.
21.
Mortar got a 16
21.
on perception.
Yeah.
16 on perception.
Okay.
I got 21.
Okay, so perceptions we had. Romulus, you got a 16. Mortar,
Correct.
16.
16. Investigation,
21.
21, and 21 on performance as well.
And deception. Yeah.
On deception.
21.
Okay. Okay.
Shall I roll an insight to see whether I'm taken in by
I
this,
was just going to use your
falsehood?
passive insight, but if you want to, you can go ahead.
I think it gives me a fair chance.
See what happens.
Okay, so an 18 plus
5.
plus 5. Yeah, I
23.
clocked you. I was like, Curve. It's all right. You don't have to pretend. It's all right.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
No,
Curve.
no. I think I'm picking up some bad vibes.
Curve. I
Mortar points at all the skulls all around us. You think?
If
I
Pterodor
can-
had eyes, they'd be rolling right now.
I can see Filch and Eugene making the woo sounds of you doing magic. It's all right. It's okay.
They're like the slugs from Frost Away. They're just making ominous sounds as you're going down.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, could I light a torch and drop it down the hole?
Oh.
Yeah, alright. You light a torch, you drop it. It
I
falls,
want to see how far it goes.
and it falls, and it falls, and then you hear this clatter sound as it hits the bottom, and as you've travelled a little way, probably about 40 foot down so far, Cat, you can see it. It's about 110 feet down. This is about a 150 foot pit.
I can see the bottom.
Okay.
Is there anything down there?
You can see the stairs have hit the bottom.
Just stairs and floor. Not a
Okay,
whole lot to see.
hopefully that didn't alert him.
We should probably move.
Yeah.
I feel like our fighting upstairs may have already done that.
Yeah, true.
Probably, but we don't know.
So, with the perceptions, you're looking around at the decorated area, and Cat, you're not seeing any traps per se. But as you're otherwise wandering down, you're seeing that sections of the walls, as before and as shown, have been carved with these skulls, these decorations covering the surface of it. You can see what looks to be carvings of what may have once been old glyphs of warding or similar magics that have either died out or have just been left to natural decay. You're not sure. But as you're otherwise kind of heading down, you note there's no traps, and it feels eerie. And you begin to otherwise look up and around, and you note that there feels as though you're being watched. This whole presence has been like that this whole time, and it's left you all on edge and almost jumping at shadows. It's at that moment, as you're otherwise looking around the Cat, you note a shifting nearby, and as you otherwise look up and around, the rest of you kind of keeping an eye out. Mortar and Romulus, you don't notice this initially. Not because it's invisible, not because it's anything else, but because it's not naturally something you would perceive and notice. As Cat, you watch as one of the skulls pries itself free and slithers up and into another location. And you begin to look around, and you take note that there are several skulls here that look different to how you would expect, as they are carved different. Probably say 20 or so of them.
Oh, jeez. Guys, the skulls. Be very careful. Some of them are alive.
Roll me a stealth check, please, Cat, to say this quiet enough that that whatever may be listening doesn't hear.
Okay,
This will be
Cat
best.
sucks at stealth. What is it? +3.
Yep.
Sweet. Brace yourself, lads, because we're on a 6.
6?
I didn't even tuttle. I was loud.
You otherwise say this out loud, and Romulus and Mortar, as you're kind of looking around for enemies, you hear Cat say this, and you otherwise look about and you watch as one of the skulls lunges from the nearby wall towards you. I would like everyone to roll for initiative, but we will be stopping the session before we continue this combat, because I am aware that this is late and there are potentially quite a few enemies making attacks here. Unless you want to try and power through it.
I don't mind.
Maybe do a round, do like a single round and see how we do.
Yeah, can do.
Okay. I rolled a 2.
Okay, so
That is a 4.
Nice. Nice.
So let's begin with this. 25 plus on your initiative rolls. Romulus, did you roll or?
Oh, apologies, I have not. Give me a moment.
Okay, 25 to 20.
Come on, big boy!
20 for Mortar.
20 for Mortar. 20 to 15.
16.
15 to 10.
12.
10 to 5.
8.
Kirv.
4.
4. Okay. This should be nice and interesting as you are all very evenly spread out. You're all multiples of 4. Look at that. Good
You
enough.
just love it when a thing works.
Yeah. It's perfect. Ah, this is wonderful watching all this happen. Oh, also, Kat, can you roll me a dex save for Terrador, please?
Oh, come on.
Oh no!
Let's
My
see.
boy!
Let's see if he falls off.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to taking this weight off my legs, Terrador. As long as
Yeah,
nothing
he's
happens to you.
Cool.
15 plus or minus. I just want to know for future reference.
Give me 1 second. I'm looking at dragon. -1.
Okay, noted. 14.
Oh, boy.
DC is
He's
10,
not
by the way.
He's wrong. Okay, good.
Yeah. So if
Good
he
try.
fails, he will fall through a bit of the stair which is crumbling away and fall to the rest of the journey down. Notably, you're all about 100 feet up currently.
Oh.
So, at this moment, starting at initiative 20, Mortar, you are going first.
Also, where are these skulls coming from?
They're coming from the walls. You watch as one of these skulls lunges out towards you. You sidestep it, and you see there's almost this long, almost stony serpentine creature behind it. And where it otherwise leaves this hole in the wall, you note that there seems to be some form of network.
Could I stick my shotgun in there and blast it?
Inside the
Stick
hole
it
or
into-
the
into-
creature?
Yeah, inside the hole. No, inside the hole and start blasting.
You can do.
Oh, good God.
Yes! Mortar, instinctively dodges to the side, summons his shotgun and goes, say hello to my new friend. Gonna shove it in there and he's going to blast twice.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, so happy. Right, so... Oh, it should be this one here.
It's alright.
19
Yeah.
plus, so that's 30 to hit.
Go
and then
ahead.
Second attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be a 25 to hit.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage. First shot.
So that's 6 plus 5 is 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Thunder.
You otherwise point it at the base of the hole where the creature came out, and you fire, and the thunder otherwise reverberates outwards, otherwise shattering the tail of the creature, and the skull breaks and falls to dust with the thunder, just shaking it apart. The second shot against the hole, go ahead and roll damage for that.
In the walls! They're in the fucking walls! That is 11 points of thunder damage again.
11 points of thunder damage. You fire again, and as the echo of thunder otherwise shoots through, you watch as another one of the nearby skulls cracks, and you watch as it falls, kind of slides limply out of the hole and crumbles to dust. These creatures aren't very strong, but you haven't seen them in combat yet.
Bonus action wise, I don't think I can make an attack with this as a bonus action, can I?
No, not this one. It's Black Scorpion, you
No,
can.
So, can I change to Black Scorpion and do a bonus action?
You'd be able to change to Black Scorpion, but not make a bonus action attack, I'm afraid.
I see. In which case, then I will stick with the shotgun. Bonus action wise, I don't think there's. No, not really much I can do with that. Yeah, I'm happy. That's me.
Okay. So, it is now the group of creatures' turns. So, on initiative 20, I am going to have everybody roll a d20, please. The lowest 3 will get attacked.
Do I need to roll a d20 for each of my summons too?
Nope, just you.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I've got 10.
Because if they hit you, then I'll have one of the bonus ones attack one of your 2 summons. Okay, and Romulus, if you go ahead and roll, please. So, what have we got? Romulus, you got a 15. Mortar, you got
18.
18. Cat,
10.
so you're getting hit. Kirv,
I got 5.
you're getting hit. Vinny?
11.
Okay, so I'll make 3 attacks, 1 versus each of you. The one versus Cat is a 13 to hit.
Nope.
followed by another 13 to hit, so both miss. The one versus Kirv is a 17,
Hits.
and then the second attack is an 18.
Both hit.
And the attack versus Vinny is a 7, which misses, and
Misses.
a 9, which also misses.
This happened the worst possible way.
Oof.
Kirv, you take
Mm-hmm.
7 points. Oh no, 9 points of piercing damage as these skulls otherwise rupture from the walls nearby, latching on and biting down into you with these almost sharp, bestial-like fangs attached to the skull. As they bite into you and latch on, you begin to feel almost this slight weakening sensation. You now do half damage with your attack rolls.
Curve starts sort of flailing, panicking, and tries to push the skull off. And is like, oh, am I going to turn into a skull now?
I'm afraid that is your fate.
Okay. Cat, you're up.
Okay, alright, fine.
Oh, hold on. One of them needs to make an attack versus Pterodor or Treladex, so I'll roll for each of them. Treladex got a 2, Pterodor got an 8, so I'm making an attack versus Treladex. That is a 7. And the second attack versus Treladex is a 21.
That hits.
So Treladex takes 4 points of piercing damage.
Treladex intercepts it himself and takes the damage for Treladex.
He just bitch slaps the skull away. I think
he
not.
intercepts it. If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
4. Okay. So
Okay.
that takes him down to
If you want me, you'll have to go through me.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. At this point, we just need to move. We need to move as quick as we can. How are people at moving quickly?
I mean, there's a quick way down.
I mean, fighting all of this is going to be a very long fight. I am going to use... Well, I don't need to because Treladex is free action. I'm going to tell Treladex to support Pterodor so he doesn't fall off. Which means Pterodor should make his saves with advantage, hopefully, so he doesn't fall if we move faster. And I am going to bonus action... It'll only last for a minute, so we need to move as fast as we can if this is the case. I need to call it Glyph of Warding. It's not at all. It's Sentinel Ward on Curve.
On Kirv.
You've got +3 to your AC.
Okay. Roll
Oh,
me Wild Magic,
thank you.
please.
Woo!
Fireball the party!
Give me 1 second.
Right now, that would be hilarious.
That'd be great if that would happen right now.
That would be what a way to like close out the session.
So that'll be take me down to that. Right, I'm doing okay.
Sorry, Chris. A
Magic.
quick question: when it comes down to falling damage and stuff, is
Mhm.
that negated if I teleport?
No, I allow the
Damage
teleport to
negated.
half the damage. So it counts as an automatic save if you expend a resource such as a teleport to make the rest of the distance. So
Oh,
if you
perfect.
if you fall 100 feet and then you teleport, you'll fall as if you had fallen 50 feet, and then just take the damage off that.
Ooh. Which would be 5d6.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay. Okie dokie. Right, so yeah, Treladex would be flying in the centre, pushing
Okay.
Pterodor to make sure he's not falling. My action, I will just hold it if we try to dash. And
Okay.
no, I won't hold it. I'll just... No, I can't hold it because I'm not giving up Treladex. I will not hold my action. I am just going to...
I mean, you can hold it to dash, because then you get your movement and your... Oh no, because you just get your movement,
Okay.
so yeah. Just
Do I lose concentration?
no, because it's only if you're holding a spell.
Right, okay. I will hold it for movement then.
Okay, you'll hold it for movement. Okay. Cool. So, next up in the initiative order, Vinny.
Okay, so remind me of the situation. These things are popping out of the holes in the walls.
Yes, but they are otherwise filling the holes. So the entire wall is covered with carved skulls, but you're now noticing that a number of the skulls are carved differently in this particular area, and where a number of these almost snake-like skull creatures have pull themselves free of the wall and begin attacking, they are leaving almost this whole network behind. So there aren't holes in the wall usually, but when they're leaving them, there are.
Okay. Right. Mortar took out a couple. Is Kirv still okay?
She currently has a Sentinel Ward, so her AC is higher and she can expend it to negate an attack.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I'm on 18.
Okay. Right. And then, are there any nearby me then?
Yes, they're all around the wall, so you can make an attack
Okay.
as you would need to.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to attack one that's close by then.
Okay, go ahead and make me an attack.
This will be with the short sword.
And they've made an attack against you, so their AC is lower this turn when you're attacking them.
Uh-huh. And it's either within 5 feet of Romulus
Yes.
or Cat or
Yep.
whatever, so sneak attack will apply.
That will hit. So
Okay,
that
I'm
does how
going
much
to
damage?
stab. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to defensive flourish as well.
Okay, go for it. So that's 15 plus...
15 plus 4 is 19 piercing and 2 cold.
Okay. As you otherwise the two jump out towards you, you take to one side and you slice through, and they're surprisingly easy to cut through. Almost like cutting through kind of slightly hardened clay. And as you cut through both of them with your scimitar, they both fall to the ground to ash and dust. As you have killed 2 more of them. These creatures have a shared hit point pool, it would seem. And damage carries over between them.
Okay. Right, and that boosts my AC to 21.
Okay.
Right, are we trying to move then?
Mm-hmm.
I guess we have to coordinate that on... on our respective turns, or...
You can all hold your
we just
movement
gonna move
action if you
separately?
wish to move as a unison. Because at the
Yeah,
moment
sure.
the initiative order means that people can't necessarily move within order, so you'd have to hold your movement action. So the only one who would have their reaction would be Romulus and Mortar. Because they get to determine the pace, effectively.
Okay. Right, yeah, I'll do that then to be ready to follow.
Okay.
Be ready to follow Romulus.
Okay. So, Kirv, Cat, and Vinny, could each of you roll me a d20, please? Sorry, was that your turn, Vinny, or are you... Or are you going to do something else?
Yes, I'm going to bonus action healing word Kirv.
Okay. If you want to go ahead and
No.
roll that as well.
Okay. It's not a ton, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's all right. I appreciate it.
Better than nothing. Every hit point counts.
Okay,
Mhm.
7 healing.
7 healing.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Okay. And it was Kirv, Cat, and Vinny. Could you go ahead and roll me a d20, please?
Oh god.
4, 15, and Vinny. Okay. So these will now be making attacks versus Vinny, Romulus, and Mortar.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So the 2 versus Romulus, that is a natural 20. The double damage on this, they're rolling d4s. It's not much of a crit, but oh well. A crit's a crit. I got her on it. And a 12. I assume the 12 doesn't hit you, Romulus?
The 12 does not hit.
The crit does 8 points of piercing damage. And you are now weakened. So any attack rolls you make will do half damage.
Interesting.
The 2 versus you, Mortar.
What if I said no?
That's not how that works. The
Against who,
attack
sorry?
versus Mortar, that is a 6 to hit and a 12. Both miss, I assume.
What's
And
the other one? Sorry, the second one.
12 to hit.
Misses, yeah.
Okay. And there's a natural
12
20
to- yeah,
versus,
12 misses.
versus Vinny and a 13. So the
Okay.
So, natural 20 versus you, Vinny, does 6 points of piercing damage, and now your attack rolls deal half damage.
Okay.
Okay. End of their next turn, we now hit Romulus's go. So the last ones hit
Wonderful.
were Vinny, Romulus, and Minotaur. So to roll between those 3.
Okay. So they have a shared hit health point pool, right?
Yeah, so if you do damage, you will then, the damage will spill over, effectively.
Okay.
So who's doing half damage currently? Romulus, Vinny, and Kirv.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Okay. And these things seem to be carved out of stone.
Mostly stone and clay.
Okay. Did they seem to take reduced damage from anything that's
Nothing that's
come
been
out
done
so
so far seems to be doing reduced or greater damage to them.
Okay. And we've seen who is it that's attacked them?
Vinny has attacked them and Mortar has attacked them. Mortar
Cool.
used thunder damage and killed 2 of them, and Vinny has taken 1 good swing and sliced through 2 of them at the same time.
Nice. In that case, yeah, I know I'm doing half damage, but I'm going to be bringing out Stagger, and I'm just going to be wailing on him.
Okay.
Let's go for Recklessing because I need a big hit if I want to be doing good here.
All right. Go ahead.
Not putting anything special on it though.
Nope, that's fine. Their AC is lowered because they are not in the wall.
That is a
crit.
natural 20.
So reroll the 1.
yeah.
Reroll the 1.
And then roll the second. Oh, and reroll the 4 as well. Reroll the 4 and 5. Just because obviously it would be Great Weapon Master has its stuff for. Oh no. Stagger rerolls the damage, you take the higher. So 5 and 5. And then the crit dice.
Should I roll all of them again? Or-
No, because the 5 and
it's-
5 would be what you stick with. So the 4 and 6 are the bonus ones. So 5 and 3, and then roll once again to see if it's higher. So it's 5 and 4.
5 and 4.
So 19 plus.
Mm-hmm. 19 plus 7.
Plus 7, 26. So that takes out another. That takes out 3 because of the damage spill.
And
And
did we check out an AC for them, by the way?
no, you have no idea. All you know is
Okay.
that their AC seems to be lower, and they are quite soft after they have left their housing. Notably, your next hit is an auto hit because of stagger. Because you crit.
Indeed, and I can do it as a bonus action
Yes.
because of Great Weapon Master. So I will be making use of the Great Weapon Master feat because it doesn't matter anymore.
Okay, so your second out of 3 attacks. Go ahead. Again, recklessing. Oh,
Yeah, there's
that's
no
right.
point in me.
There's no
it's
rolling on the
auto
second
hit.
one. Yep. Okay, re-rolling. So
and-
4, 5, 5, 4. Re-rolling the damage to see if you get better, because stagger. So
No.
4, 5, 5, 4. Okay. So 18 plus 8 is 26, plus 7 is 33.
Hell yes.
Okay. As a number of them otherwise jump out towards you, you take swings, cut through a number of them, and now this next attack will be against ones that are hidden within the wall, so their AC has been increased by 5, as they have 3/4 cover.
Gotcha. Okay, so now we're back to normal.
Hoo-hoo.
That's another.
That's another crit.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
Yeah,
so
wow.
first things first, I'm going to roll the
that.
crit damage, so we
You
know
roll
where
the
we're
2
staying.
ones. from Great Weapon Master, or Great Weapon Fighting rather.
Mm-hmm.
So then re-roll
Okay.
these 3, 2, 4. You can leave the 6 because the 6 can't get better.
There's no.
So 3, that's fine. Okay, so 20 plus
The 8 for Great Weapon Master.
8 for Great Weapon Master.
Plus 7 for my normal just damage.
So 35. Also, notably, we made the last attack a crit by accident. We rolled with dexterity when we shouldn't have.
That is correct.
So I'll just take 8 off from this.
That's
And
fair.
I'll-
That's
so
fair.
that would
That's
be 12 plus 15, so 27. So that would still be another 3 dead. As you otherwise, you all watch as Romulus takes one hefty swing, carving through the ones that attack him, spinning and making an attack against the ones that seem to be nearby to Vinny as they go for a lunge towards him, and then in that moment goes for an upward swing, and otherwise carves through a number of them on the wall. As Chris
What's
has...
my total kill count?
well,
Bro, what is your deal with spins today?
you have killed 9 of them. However, Chris has just remembered you're dealing half damage on all of these attacks, so you have killed 5 of them, and I will increase.
Can't we just
bring 4 of them
pretend
back.
because they were
Nope.
crits?
No.
Aw.
The effect of them is that if they manage to bite you in one for that, then until the end of your next turn, you deal half damage. I'm afraid.
Aw. It's still really good damage considering.
This is true. Yes. I mean, you kill 5 of them. That's over 50 points of damage you've done. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you are no longer half damaged, and that is your action and your bonus action this turn. And you wish to move?
Yes, it would make logical sense, and there shouldn't be anything near me to get an opportunity attack on.
Okay.
So,
I'll say, don't worry necessarily just to keep the order. I'll say just leave it like this. So
just
you
move
continue.
me wherever is necessary.
You continue moving down the stairs as you continue going. Let's see. So I need to quickly make. Okay, so as you're moving, I need you, Vinny, and Cat, as you are moving ahead, to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
No.
Okay.
Let me know.
How
If...
long does that bardic inspiration last for?
10 minutes. So it would still be going.
Oh, yeah.
10 minutes.
Let's go. I might need that.
So as it stands, you're making a dexterity saving throw. Romulus, you would be making this with advantage because of danger sense.
Ooh. Yeah.
Thank you.
And remember, some of you may still have inspiration from previous sessions. So if you have them and want to roll them,
I do not, I'm afraid, and I'm rolling a lot of
What?
2s today.
Do we have the DC on this? Because I got a 13 and I don't think that's right, so I'm kind of tempted to. I don't have any inspiration left.
It was a
I don't
10.
suppose I got a retroactive one for the incredible acrobatics.
No.
Worth a try.
No. So this isn't a DC to fall off. This is another DC for something else.
I got
Okay.
14 and I used the bardic inspiration.
14, okay. And Vinny, what did you get?
Oh, sorry, 1 second. 10.
10. Okay. And Romulus, you got
Mortar
a 13?
across the ravine.
13, yeah.
Across the ravine, Mortar's going to shout to Vinny and give him invigoration.
Okay.
Do a reroll the save.
Oh, thank you.
Only because Vinny rolled lowest.
No, I get it. I
That's
get
fair.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I do too.
Okay. So as you
Better.
shout out across this across the chasm in this instance, Vinny, you narrowly manage to avoid stepping on what looks to be as you're otherwise going down the steps quickly at this particular section. You watch as one of the skulls nearby pulls itself out, and you almost step and trip on one of the tethers of what looks to be the snake-like creature.
No.
As you step and manage to avoid falling over, potentially causing players to roll down the stairs or off the ledge. Romulus and Cat, the two of you are travelling down. You have managed to avoid tripping. You, however, haven't managed to avoid taking these, allowing me to make an opportunity attack against you, which is just going to be one attack and against your normal AC. That's a 7 versus Cat, and an 8 versus Romulus. So no.
Plink, plink.
Plink, plink. As you otherwise are going down the steps, they attempt to trip you up, and you just feel like this bit of stone almost butt into your hooves, but do no damage. Okay, so is that done? It is now Snakey's go. So snakes attack. Ones who were hit last time, Mortar, Vinny, and Romulus, please go ahead and roll. Please. Whoever gets lowest will be getting attacked.
Ooh, okay.
No, that's a 2.
Oh, no, you're getting... you and Cat, because you didn't get attacked last time, will be automatically getting attacked for this one.
Oh, I thought you were... Okay. my
No,
bad.
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So,
I got a 9.
and Vinny?
19.
Okay, and Romulus, I see you got a natural 20. Romulus, I'll give you the option. Do you wish to take it instead of Mortar?
Yes, I would like to take the hit instead of Mortar.
Okay, noted.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
No worries. Also, I've rolled 3 nat 20s pretty much in a row. Could
Yes.
I have inspiration, please?
This session has been good. I will say, when we get to the end of this round of combat, I'm going to give the entire party inspiration, just because it's been an amazing session so far. But we'll do that at the end of the
Yay.
session, so there is still a chance that you might fall down and die from 100 feet falling
So
down.
there's a chance he can retract it last minute. He can go, nope, that wasn't good enough, retract.
Just so I have a chance to kill one of you. So,
just dangle the carrot. Dangle the carrot.
so the attacks versus Cat. First one, natural 20. Second one, dirty 20. I assume both hit.
Yeah.
Also, I need to make one versus Pterodor or Trilodex. This one's versus Trilodex. Oh, can't attack Trilodex, it's only going to attack Pterodor. So the 2 versus Pterodor. 12 and 19.
The 12 doesn't, 19 does.
So Pterodor takes 4 points of piercing damage. It's non-magical, so Pterodor will take 2.
Okay.
Cat, from the crit, you take 5 points of piercing damage, followed by 6 points of piercing damage. Roll better on the non-crit. So 11 total. And I need you to make me 2 concentration checks for Trilodex. Then the attacks versus Romulus. First one is an 8. The second one is a 6. The attacks versus Kirv. First is a 7.
Yeah, we're good.
Second one is a 17. Kirv?
Oh boy.
No, they hit.
Neither hit. Okay. Cat, did you maintain concentration?
Yep, 19 and a 12.
Okay, so Trilodex remains there, and you remain as need be. You are, however, if you do any spells that have an attack roll, they will deal half damage. I don't think you do, but notably.
I do, Chaos Bolt, but I don't actually have it going, so...
Oh,
Nope.
fair enough. Okay. Kirv, you are up. You are currently dealing half damage. Your party has otherwise moved forward and is moving away. But right now, Mortar and Pterodor can't move forward unless you do. Additionally, you have been attacked by a number of snakes, so they are weaker in this moment. They have less AC if you wish to attack.
Is it smarter to attack than walk forward? I think it would be.
Yeah.
So that would be 2.
I mean,
2 murder
melee
attacks.
I was going
Yeah.
No, I just remembered you don't have any spell slots left, so yeah,
Nope.
my idea would work.
Okay. What's the added to hit?
+5 slashing.
Sorry.
Sorry,
to hit.
+9.
+9. Okay, both hit. These creatures are made of clay. They're not all that durable. So +5 slashing, so that is 26
remember
total, halved to 13. So you kill 2, because that 3 carries over from Romulus's last lot of damage. Okay, and then you move. Go ahead and make me a dexterity save.
Ugh.
And then at the end of your turn, you would lose the debuff. Total?
Could I also move as well, or no?
Were you holding your action to... Oh, you used your reaction
No,
to
I
invigorate, so you wouldn't be able to move, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I see. Cool. No, that's fine.
That was a 6 on dexterity.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I now need you to roll me a d8. This will be the direction. Currently, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are dangerous. What did you roll?
8.
8. Okay. You otherwise slip, falling backwards. You are just prone. Because 8 would be this one here. 6 and 7, you would have gone into the pit.
Yeah.
And then we would have looked at Treladex trying to save you. So, you otherwise slip, falling prone. You take 1 attack of opportunity. Let's see if it hits you. Natural 20. I'm rolling a lot of them today, apparently. These snakes rolling natural 20s like nobody's business. Granted, they're making a lot of
Snakes are
attacks.
champions.
You take 8 points of piercing damage. You can negate that with your Sentinel Ward if you wish to, but your AC will then decrease by 3.
I can take the 8.
Okay.
I'd rather keep my AC high.
Okay.
Nice.
Alrighty. So, still affected by Sentinel Ward. That one bites onto you as an opportunity attack, and that will end your turn. Kirv, Romulus, and Cat, please go ahead and roll d20s, please. As the ones will be attacking Mortar, Vinny, and one of you 3.
Oh my god, I think that's like my 4th 2 this session.
Man.
Okay.
That's an 18 if it's
Okay.
just a roll without any
Yep.
adds.
Okay. So, we'll be attacking Kirv, Mortar, and Vinny. So, the ones versus you, Mortar. First one, 14. Misses. Next one's a 6. Misses. One's against you, Vinny. First one is an 8. Second one is a 7. And the ones versus you, Kirv, are, because you are prone, these count as to be with advantage. That is an 8.
You must see
and
these people.
a 16.
Okay, neither hit.
Those are with advantage.
Damn.
Rough.
No more nat 20s for you, Chris.
No,
more.
not 20s. I'm rolling with advantage, so the dice are like, nah, you've had enough. Okay. And then that would be the end of that, and we would move back to Mortar's go. But I think, for now, while these snakes are having their fun versus the party, and a number of them are trying to escape the predicament ahead of them, I think that'll be a good point for us to let up for the session tonight. But we will be back next week, I believe, unless we're missing anyone.
No, I'm here.
Let me
I'm in.
think. I think next weekend I'm good, but I know I'm a little less certain. But I think I'm good next weekend.
Simon, you good for next week? Are you muted or not here? Simon might not be here at the moment. Okay. But if we have 4 people next week, we will return and carry on with the session as need be. So,
Sorry.
that's alright. Are you here next week? Simon?
Sorry about that. Next week, no, I'm afraid. I'll be on holiday.
Okay. Okay. Are you okay if we continue without, given that this is your story stuff, or did you want to take a pause and just have next week off? I'm fine with having next week off if people want to.
And then we'll come back for the
Like if
100.
it's,
Then we'll come back
I
for the
feel
100th.
like if it's
afterwards.
Vinny's story,
Yeah.
if it's Vinny's story, he's got to be here.
Yeah,
All right.
my personal view on it is if Vinny isn't here, then that's we're kind of losing the whole big point of it.
No, that's fair. So
Yeah, exactly.
we will be
Agreed.
having next
Okay.
week off, and we will be returning on the 18th of August. Tomorrow I may stream
I'm
some
not
board
sure
games.
if
We'll
I'll
have to
be
see.
here.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. Because you were going to be letting me know about that one. We'll put a pin in
Yeah.
that, but we'll see. If we've got 4 people here in 2 weeks' time, we will carry on. Otherwise, we will have at least 1 week off. But we'll be back at some point in the future. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully, you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.
And
Bye.
yeah, thank you all for the fresh level up.
No, you don't get a level up. You do all get inspiration. All right. Bye bye.
Oh,
Yay!
Bye.
Bye. Bye.